Hey, it feels like Tuesday because we streamed yesterday. It's weird. But also I had a day off yesterday, so it feels like I didn't work and then yesterday was Monday. Anyway. Hello! I am just making sure I've got everything. You know me, I'm a stickler for making sure that I haven't forgotten something and then I will likely forget something. We're going about as far away as you could get for an airliner that's not an A350 today. And as much as I still adore the A350, I'm actually really stoked to fly something a bit different. And boy, are we flying something different today. Right, okay. Let's get it started, shall we? Let's get this week kicked off. Hello, hello, hello. The 727 is so cool. I've realised that there's like full oil spill response missions that you can actually do with this thing now. Oh, that's super laggy and lagging out, but we're fine. Oh, Benny! I need to get last man sub from the intro screen, but it's a Benny to kick things off. Hello there! 82 months. Goodness me, you poor soul. Hello. Oh no. Oh. Oh. It's fine, don't worry. It's fine. It's more than obvious when it's sarcasm with text-to-speech. In fact, I don't think text-to-speech has another tone to its voice than complete sarcasm, so it's therefore perfect for you. Miss you, love you, thank you. Then Rev with a tier 3 for 50 months. Oh my goodness me. Last man, don't worry, we will come back for your sub, I promise you. The one and only Rev's here. Oh my goodness. Thank you for 50 months. Hello, matey. Welcome, 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 welcome. And Fuji with 74. Oh my god, they're all flying in. The hype trainer has begun. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get this party kicked off in style. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to get Lastman sub and then I'll thank them all. Lastman, thank you very much. You're actually the first one to come into the stream today. The first sub of the week with a 9-month prime. Happy Twitch baby to you. Thank you very much for the prime. There it is. Your Chaseplane is working much better today after the update. Nice. Yeah. Mine's set up now, I think. I think we're pretty much there. I'll show it to you all in a bit. Hi. Thank you, Lastman. Thank you, Benny. Rev with a ridiculous tier 3. One of only a handful of tier 3 subs on the channel still. And that means the world, mate, for 50 months as well. Goodness gracious. Chewy Pog. You're right, mate. Hope you're well. Fuji then with 74 months. What's that? That's 7 years, isn't it? Is my Chewy maths correct? No. It's not correct at all. No, it's well off, in fact. That's 6 years and 2 months, isn't it? But the Chewy maths is not on form. It's a Monday. Let me off. Fuji, thank you so much again, mate. I appreciate you a lot. Welcome back. We've then got B-Scan getting us going with the hype train. I have 32 months tier 1. Hello. I will come and say some hellos to everybody in the chat as well in just a secondo. Thank you very much, B-Scan. No message with these, but still appreciate all these subs coming through to get us kicked off for the week. I'm not going to get shouted at for wearing this hoodie today, which is nice. Right, let's scroll to the top. Let's say some hellos. So Trader was the first one in today. Then Boulder and Mac. Ula's here. Excited for the 727. Stephen excited for Chaseplane. Oh, yes. Kenworth is here. Sausage Sandwich. Hello. Finn's the first one in on the TikTok. Kiwi's here as well. Good to see you. Dupe West. How much does it cost? I think Chaseplane is $30. Yes. Gaming Prospect. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you to the follow. Bjorn Pilot. Hello. Is that the real Bjorn Pilot? Hello. Good to see you. Bjorn Pilot. It's the Scandi A330 captain on YouTube, isn't it? Who else have we got? Riley's here as well. Don't worry, you're not late at all, mate. Fatboy Fat's here as well. Good to see you. The first time being the first. Well, thank you, Lastman. Wazi's here as well. And Alpine as well. Good to see you. It's really weird. It's really weird going back to Chaseplane again. Because it's, for those of you who used it in P3D, it's familiar but new. It's really freaking weird. I've had Chaseplane instincts of keybinds that I'm pressing things and then, I don't know how to describe it. It's another sub though. Let's grab that. That's way more important for the second. It's Algon Reef, Chewy High Spin. Hello there. How are you? Thank you very much indeed for the 14 months to get us to over 3/4 of the way to a level bloody 3 hype train. That's a lovely way to kick off the week. Thank you. Moz, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. We won't be hearing any Airbus retard calls today because we're in a Boeing. I know. What's this foreign object? Moz, thank you, mate. First cheer of the week. Very kind of you. James is the first one in on the YouTube chat. Hello. Aaron's jumping in and saying hello as well. Mr. Speedbird, I'm very well. How are you doing? Aaron, Kieran, Starey, hello. How do you have it? You can get it as being Club 42. So you need to have spent $42 on the Parallel 42 store, and then you instantly get access to Club 42, which means you get early access to things and stuff. So yeah, a week or two for public. Well, technically it is public, but it's just a soft launch, I guess, right? Really, Blake? Oh, right, I didn't know that. Be very handy for the external cameras. Honestly, it's so good. It's got like, I'll go through it, but it's brilliant. So yeah, had a good day, mate. Being busy. It's a normal Monday. To be honest with you, I caught up with all the news from FS weekend and normal admin kind of bits and bobs at work. There's usually some stuff to catch up from over the weekend, so yeah. Oh, it's the second member of the Sexy Simfest, boys. Is Becca here? No. Oh, is the new drama recommendation the thing on Netflix about the child murderer thing? I'm guessing it is. Hello! Yeah, where are you on a stepladder? This scenery... Oh, drivel? You, that's disgusting. Love you. Thank you very much. 95 months for the one and only Wriggles89. Yeah, I'm giving this scenery a 1 out of 10 rating because I can't see Wriggles89 on his stepladder peering over the top of the fence. Love you. Thank you, mate. Are you looking forward to the PAX 727? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're flying this today, is to get myself acquainted again with the 727, ready for the PAX variant. So yeah. Craig's here as well. Good to see you. How you doing, mate, as well? Hope you're well, hope you're well, hope you're well. Adams is so good and terrified. Yeah, I keep seeing recommendations for it. So I was actually going to say to Becca, Friday evening or something like that, we should watch it. Or Saturday evening or whatever, weekend. So, yeah. But good to see you all. Welcome back in. It's not been long since I spoke to you all. We did a surprise Sunday stream yesterday. And after, well, probably what, like 3 weeks straight? 2-3 weeks straight of just A350 action. We're back with some variety now. And specifically in the huge new update to the FSS Boeing 727. I know lots of people have got opinions about FSS because of the whole Embraer debacle. Believe me, I'm with you on that one. But I don't want to take away from the 727. The thing's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, iFly have had an update as well out. There's lots going on. But yeah, the 727 is just unbelievably good. So I'm going to give all the credit where it's due to FSS for that. Regardless of the whole Embraer thing. Captain Arabi's here on the YouTube as well. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Welcome in. So we've got the update to the 727 to check out. We've got a whole new Garmin system, a new autopilot system, all sorts of fun stuff. And then, of course, the thing that I know many people are excited about today, we've got this. It's back. Chaseplane is here. Chaseplane is here for MSFS 2020. So I was able to spend a little bit of time. I installed this on Friday. So actually, whilst I wasn't streaming on Friday, I had an opportunity to start to get myself accustomed to Chaseplane. What I will say is if you've used Chaseplane before, you're going to feel pretty comfortable with this off the spot because it's got a very similar feel to how it used to be. But it's also got some really great new stuff packed into it. And don't worry if you are brand new to Chaseplane, because there's a whole tutorial thing that you can go through with it. So I'm very impressed, I have to say so. And I cannot bloody wait for it in 2024. So there we go. So we're going to have a good look through this and get ourselves going. Let me just check my messages. Most of the questions in my heart. Oh, that's nice. Chaseplane veterans, that's it. It's weird. So, like, I'm instinctively pressing buttons like I used to when I was in Chaseplane. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah. Like, I've got all my old keybinds set up for how I used to have Chaseplane in P3D, and I'm like already instinctively doing it just as if I was using Chaseplane yesterday, even though it's been literally years since I did. So yeah. So let's introduce today's flight, and then we'll get into the sim, and we'll get ourselves going. Sig, hello, good evening, how you doing? Darth Wolf's here as well, welcome back, good to see you, hello, hello. So we're doing 2 flights today. Back in the oil spill response 727. We're going to kick things off out of Southend, EGMC in Essex. I think it's there anyway. It should be. And we're going to head across to Shannon for St. Patrick's Day. I wanted to get an island theme on today's stream somewhat. It was great to see Mr. Two-Tone Murphy on the front page of Twitch today doing some Irish flights. That was lovely. So big congrats to him. And yeah, so I want to do some St. Patrick's Day flying to Ireland today. And of course, I knew that the oil spill response 727 goes to Shannon. So perfect. It's lined up great. So we're going to kick things off with Southend to Shannon. And then we're going to head to Teesside today as well, which should be nice. So 2 flights on the cards, both about an hour's flight time. We're not going to be doing this routing where they went quite far south and then turned north in. We're just going to do a straight flight across, but it's still going to be about an hour's flight for both flights today. So that is our plan for the Monday. Hey, Assassin Actual, holy moly. Thank you very much indeed. I think the sub train or the hype train has just finished, but we're keeping on the hype going here. Fear not. Thank you very much indeed. Hey, thank you very much, mate. Cheers for the 4 months flying over you. I love it. I love it. There was all sorts of different kind of things that I was thinking of doing today for St. Patrick's Day, but I thought this was a nice one to do because I did want to do the 727 and I did want to do Chaseplane today. So thank you, mate. You have Toby right. Is there any way to stop it automatically being enabled when you start a flight? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll be honest. I only plug in my Toby when I'm using it because of that feature. It's a faff, so yeah. I maintain that plane in real life. Aye, nice, Sam. Oh, well, lovely. We'll be able to teach us some things about it then, I'm sure. Right. Okay, I think we are ready to get into the sim then, shall we? We'll hopefully have a bit of time. Obviously, the 727 is quite a high workload aircraft. So I don't know. I don't want to like rush through. So laggy. I don't want to rush through things too much, but I also want to make sure that we're getting the flight going. Before we do anything else, it's back. Before we do anything else, it's the first thing that I had to do. It's the thing that we've all been wanting in MSFS since the very launch of the sim back in August of 2020. Cinematic mode is back. Yay! So I'm super excited. I had to show it to you straight away. First things first. I feel like whenever I'm in MSFS 2020, in fact, my first views, like when we start the stream, should be cinematic mode. That would be pretty cool, actually, wouldn't it? There's all sorts of customization you can do even just with the cinematic mode. But yeah, it's back. Finally, cinematic mode is here. Yay. Right, okay, let's go back. So, Chaseplane, we could be here literally for days going through all of the stuff to do with Chaseplane. For those of you who, for whatever reason, are not accustomed to Chaseplane, what it is, what it does, how it works. Chaseplane is an external camera software that basically was a staple for every single person who flew Lockheed Martin's Prepared simulator before MSFS released. It's also probably been the single most hotly requested add-on in MSFS since the release of MSFS, because it was such a staple part of our simming. And it honestly, even though I am more than used to the default camera system method in the sim now, and I'm quite content with it, you only really realize how much you miss something when you get your hands back on it again. It's like the 777. When the 777 came out for MSFS, I was like, God, I really missed flying this. You prefer EasyDock, God. Do you remember when they tried EasyDock V2? Yeah, that was a failure. And now that I'm back in Chaseplane again, it's only really now that I realise how much I've I've missed Chaseplane, I won't lie to you. So you can see we've got 3 main categories here, just as it kind of used to be with Chaseplane: internal, external, and world. So we've got all of our internal views of the aircraft here, external views here, and then world views here. And there's all sorts of things that you can do with world views. So you can just do the normal drone cam. If you want to do drone cam, flyby view, tower view, nearest runway, nearest parking. It'll show up with nearest airports to you, and you can go and have a look at the view from there. External view, so you can just have set camera external views now. So, for example, if I go and do this, and then click here, look, I've just got some wing views that I've quickly done. Although I might change these to internal views, but for now it's fine. But like, you know, like we used to have, where we used to just have like a front right-hand cam and a back left-hand cam that just stays in place there. So, yeah. Hey, no, thank you very much for 55 months. Holy moly, hurry up. No, I'm going to go even slower just for you, Flight Radar 747. I'm going to go even slower just for you. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, 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 cheers for the 55 months with the Prime. How are you, my friend? I hope you are well. Yeah, so Chaseplane, for those of you wondering, is only for Club 42 members. So you need to spend $42 on the Parallel 42 website to get access to this product now. But yeah, if not, then you can wait. And then we've got the internal section as well. The nice thing is that to switch between like internal and external and stuff like that, you don't, like, you can just do it with keypad binding. So for example, I've got the pilot view on number pad 1, EFB's on number pad 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 for the GoPro, flight engineers panel is number 0. But then if I want to go to that nose view from the outside, instead of having to go to drone cam and like reposition things or match things with the horizon, I can just click number pad 8 and we're back to that view as of a moment ago. And you can obviously have as many views as you want and have as many key command, you know, combinate. Well, I don't know if it's as many as you want, but it's more than the set 10 that you can do with the base sim, which is obviously one thing that's a huge one. For example, if I decide to go to the flight engineers panel, if I then got more in this category, I can just click a keybind and go through more. So can you see there's like a captain's panel, a center panel, a first officer's panel. There's loads that just came pre-configured with it. Cargo panel, all of these kind of things. You can see there's like, you know, like edit things here. So you can either do like a number pad binding to just individually select a view, or you can just cycle through them as well, which is really cool. So, you know, I can just cycle through these. So I'm just pressing K on my keyboard right now and just cycling through them. Some of these you can see that I've not edited. This is only for MSFS 2020 at the moment. I don't know when it's going to be out for MSFS 2024, but hopefully soon. Then, for example, another thing as well, like I've not got a key binding for the drone cam, so I can just hit another key command to go to the world tab, and now I'm in drone cam mode, which I still love. I still love drone cam mode. And now if I click home, I'm back in the internal category. You know, or if I click end, I go to the external category. And then you've got your kind of view here. This is a nice one that lots of people will like. You've got an external view that focuses on the aircraft. So it's kind of like the external default view in MSFS, but the aircraft's a little bit better centered, I guess. So lots of cool things. And again, we are really only scraping the surface with this. Some of you who are eagle-eyed will also notice that there's cool features here where you can see that things are colored. So we've got this green kind of color, a red color here, a blue color. These are what's called groups. So you can group particular views together. So if we go and have a look at here, you can see you've got hard mounted, so as if it was like a GoPro view. You've got passenger views, so if you want to set up a group of wing views, as if you were watching from a passenger point of view. Chase views, so, you know, like loosely attached to the aircraft. Spot views, miscellaneous, and then that's just the external one. Internal, you've got pilot views, instrument views, all of those things as well. So you can customize them by group. So let's say, for example, that I've got my pilot view, my main camera pilot view, and I want the head to like bobble up and down, you can set that here. And you can change the camera physics for that group. As you can see here, so you've got like the breathing effects, look ahead effects, anticipation effects, follow horizon effects, and you can see what views it's gonna attribute itself to. Aircraft effects, engine thrust, rotor vibrations, speed brake vibrations, angle of attack vibrations, all of those things, touchdown effects. So you edit those via group. But then let's say, you know, like I want a view of my EFB or my CDU and I don't want that bobbing around everywhere. Well, then you don't. You can just have it as mounted. So you can apply it all to that group. So basically, this makes FS Realistic completely redundant. Yeah. Yeah. FS Realistic is now completely redundant. So very exciting. Very, 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 very exciting. So it's got all of the kind of familiar things that you folks will be used to if you've used Chaseplane in the past, but it's kind of expanded upon that with the new grouping system. My favourite part about this, though, is something that Kevin, who is in the chat, will be very familiar with, which is, for me, which is the community section. And so the best part about this for me is that instead of me having to go onto my Discord server and go on to MSFS camera views and give you all a camera config to download and show you where to install it to, if you folks head to the community section, you will be able to find people's views and install them directly into the sim. So I can set up all of my views for the 727-200 freighter, export them to the Chaseplane community section, and then you folks can install them directly in the sim straight away. Which is what Chaseplane used to do in P3D as well. And the reason why I mentioned Kevin there is that about 8 years ago, when I had a full hairline, Kevin did a presentation at a flight sim event here in the UK, and he was showcasing the community section during his presentation. And he actually had to Photoshop the Chaseplane software on his presentation because I was uploading so many community views and had so many thousands and thousands of downloads on my view profiles that basically it almost seemed like I was the only person using their software to upload views, even though lots of other people were doing so. So I am going to be making full utilization of this and making sure that I create brand new view profiles for all of my aircraft and then uploading them to the community section. Highwayman and Maxmeister, thanks so much for your follows. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, you do have to make your views from scratch for each aircraft. You will need to do that, but it's very easy to do. They don't make it complicated to do. So like if I click in here and go into the pilot section, you can assign a custom keybind to it. You can change the group that it's in. And it's got a really nice adjust screen. So have a look at this. So let's say, for example, I wanted to change the y-axis. Have a look at that, how the UI kind of disappears in the background whilst I change this. But it just stays there whilst I move it. How cool is that? Or you can alternatively type into here. So I'm just going to click 0 back where I was and then, you know, change it there. You can also change like the movement speed and the rotation speed and all of those kind of things as well. You can change the zoom here. The UI has just been really well thought out. Just really, I don't know what number that was on now. But yeah, so it kind of doesn't disturb the screen whilst you're changing your view around. But yeah, and then you can just save it or you can get rid of it if you don't want to save it. There's so much. So I'm just not going to save that because I've already got my view set. You can also, if you want, is you know how when you transition between a different view, the camera kind of moves position. If you just want it to snap to the next view, you can also do that in Chaseplane now. So you can go into groups, pilot, and then there's so much that we can do in here. If I go down to, actually, I know where it'll be. It's in, Kevin, it might be nice to have this option that I'm about to show also in the group section. But if you go to preferences, let me just see where it is now. Preferences. Here we go. Turn off view transitions. So if I click this, turn off view transitions. If I now go and have a look through my views, instead of the camera kind of moving over to the next view, It's just instantly there. So if you don't like that camera kind of panning thing, I'm used to it now and quite like it. Oh, edit the group is towards the top. Okay, cool. But you can just turn that off. I personally actually quite like it on now. And thank you to Kevin for implementing the feature where you could just toggle it all back on. So there we go. So now you can see as I move through my views, the camera's moving with it. There's so freaking much to explore with this. We could literally be here all day without even flying the plane, just having a look through all the stuff that you can do in Chaseplane. That being said, don't worry if you're like, oh, well, I'm already used to the MSFS camera system. It works for me. I don't know if I can be bothered with the faff of setting this all up. A lot of it is really intuitive on how to set up. It's got a whole, like...
This is the preferences page. Here you will find global settings for Chaseplane.
It's got a whole tutorial system that can run you through everything if you want. And as I say, if you really want to be lazy, there's going to be a community section. So if you just want to download people's camera views, make sure you got your key binding set up, and then rock and roll and fly your plane, you can. So very exciting. Very, very. And as I say, it's one of those, like, I've just been using the default camera system in MSFS, which is fine and does the job for what it needs to do. And I've been doing with that for years now. But now that I'm back in Chaseplane again, I'm like, oh my gosh. So Kevin, please, can you get this out for 2024 soon? Because I'm going to need it. So yeah, very, very, very exciting. You can clear the aircraft field and preview the ones up there already. Oh yeah, okay, so let's have a look. So if we go to community and then get rid of this. Here you go, look. So we've already got people who've put views up. So Energizer 9301's put up a load of different views for the iFly. And you can go and preview these. So if you want to try it before you install it to your aircraft, you can. I just love it. So yes, I will be updating all of these. Am I going to fly? No, mate. I'm just going to sit on the apron with a cold and dark aircraft all day. No flying today. Yes, of course I'm going to fly, but I'm showing off a brand new add-on that everybody's been excited about since the launch of MSFS. So please forgive me that I'm being slow. So yeah, there's all sorts. As I say, we could literally be here all day just going through some of the features on Chaseplane. We'll have more of a look at it as we go, but let's get set up for the flight, shall we? Let's go and get some things started. So yeah, we're down on the ground in Southend. This is the Pilot Plus Southend scenery, and we're in G Osra today, which is the real world oil spill response, one of the two 727s. And what's really nice is that I'm not going to do it today, but FSS have actually modeled the spray boom, and on their website they've got like a tutorial mission where you can actually go and learn how to use this correctly and do some oil spill response ops. So even though we're just going to do like normal flying today, expect to see another stream soon where we actually try this out. Once they get this aircraft in MSFS 2024, we can go to the oil rigs, you know, and do something about that and actually have like a full scenario set up, which is very exciting. So yeah. Can you keep the MSFS camera settings and let this run separately? So when you install the software, it comes up with an option where it says, do you want to disable all of your options, like your camera key bindings? I was hesitant. I was like, do I really want to do that? Is it a good idea? What if something goes wrong? I clicked yes and did delete all of my default key bindings. And the reason why is because if you uninstall Chaseplane, it automatically moves all of your camera key bindings back. So if for whatever reason in the future you don't want to use Chaseplane in the future and you uninstall the software, it should, or at least that's what it claimed on the software page when I clicked the yes button, it should revert it. So you get your key bindings back, I think. But to be honest with you, I don't ever see myself using anything but Chaseplane now in MSFS 2020. So yeah. Right, okay, let's get into the aircraft. Let's go and get some things set up. So I'm already getting used to my key bindings kind of going back and forward between things, but yeah. Actually, first things first that I need to do is I need to go and get some ground power connected. And then we'll go and switch the battery on. Get the external power on as well. I love the sounds in this thing. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not flying on VATSIM today just because I haven't flown this aircraft in a while. So please forgive me. Yeah, it is in 2024, but not on 1.08, and it's not got all the bells and whistles, has it? So yeah. Right. I am going to use the automated checklist system for some of the stuff with this aircraft. You're going to have to forgive me on that one. I've not flown this thing for a while, and we've got so much to cover today that I'll be here literally all day if I don't. So we're going up to 30,000 feet today, if I think the flight plan's correct. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. But yeah. So we need to go up to 3,600 for the altitude, 3.6. Is it out already? So Chaseplane is a soft launch. It's available if you're part of Club 42. So that means if you spent $42 or more on the Parallel 42 website, you can purchase it straight away. Right, so fuel pumps are off. Hydraulics only A are on and B is off. That's fine. Look, there's the whole FSS have modelled the whole spray system. So if we wanted to do the oil spill response stuff, we can do it. Really cool. Really cool. Over here then, I'll leave the anti-skid off for the moment. Nav lights on. Emergency exit lights on. We'll do my favourite thing in the whole aircraft. Stall warning check, just because it sounds cool. Window heats can come on. And then I actually need to edit this view because it's quite zoomed out. But I can do that another time. And then no smoking can go on as well. Good. Yeah, zoom was one of the sliders. Yeah, so you can change the FOV and the zoom. I think there's like a default zoom option. So you can have like just a set zoom option and then you can edit it and customize it. Yeah, absolutely. You can do all of that. Right. So I'm just going to get the the panel initially set up and then we're going to have a look at the flight plan today. And we're using a new FMS system for me. We're using the GNS XLS, I think it is. So a brand new display system for me today as well. Another reason why I'm not on VATSIM. Because I'm still getting used to it. So that's very exciting as well. Very exciting as well. Right, let's go and do the artificial horizon. And then I'm going to go and have a look at the weather. See what we've got. So EGMC, the weather, 060 degrees, 10 knots today. Few clouds at 2,700. Broken at 3,800. Temperature is a cool 6. Temperature 1, QNH 1028. So it's cold with high pressure today. That's saying 1028. Did I read that wrong? Oh yeah, sorry, 1028, not 1026. So 1028 is correct, and that's set. This is the 727, correct. Yeah, we're flying the 727 today, bro. Does it let you zoom all the way out of the fisheye? Yeah, so I mean, if you zoom in enough, the fisheye effect should just go anyway. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at the flight plan then. Let's have a look. Let's have a looky here. So we're broadsword. Is that the call sign broadsword? Flight 27 today. 0 fuel weight 61.4. Takeoff weight 70.4. Landing at 65.8. Flying at 30,000 feet today. Up at Mach decimal 80 for a flight time of 1 hour and 4 minutes across to Shannon from Southend. That's going to use about 4.6 tons of fuel. We're going to take just shy of 9.3. So we should have plenty left. Alternate is Dublin. We're expecting 05 for departure, which matches with the weather. Out via EVNAS today. And then a tipper arrival for runway 06 at Shannon. Cargo, we're just pretending, I guess, that's the repellent stuff for the oil spill response. So we'll just leave that in there. And obviously no passengers. So we're looking for 61.4 and 9.3 to get loaded into the aircraft. So we can go for pre-flight. And find the information here. That's for some reason saying 12. Oh, fluid tanks. I see. So that's fuel. Yes, that's there. So let's go and load this in quickly. There we go. So 0 fuel weight. Oh, that's showing 55.0. Is that what I wanted? Oh, I wanted 61.4. I guess that's going to be different because of... Oh, I know why. Because we've gone with fluid tanks at full, But this profile for SimBrief is just reading off of like a generic freighter profile. So that's fine. So the 0 fuel weight's gone out the window today, but we've got the right amount of fuel. Hey, Nader, 4 months. Hello. I need to learn the GNS. Yeah, I'm not confident on it, but I'll show you what I've learned so far. Thank you, Nader. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. 4 months with the Prime. Yeah, for those of you wondering what navigation system we're using the new one. So this is brand new for the latest updates of the 727. It's the GNS XLS, is it? Yes, GNS XLS. There's a whole tutorial on it on the website, but it's still confusing. Hey, and then Uzi with 9 months. Double sub. Hey, thank you very much, friends. Thank you, thank you. Big Stu's here as well. Hello. Miku's jumping in. Hello, friends. Good to see you all. Thank you very much, Uzi. Cheers for the 9 months with the tier 1. Thank you, my friend. Hey, nice gaming prospect. Enjoy. So that's fine. We've got the fueling in. So I'm going to stick the seatbelts on. And then actually, we are good to start setting up this CDU thing. So I'm not completely confident on it, but we'll just go with what we've got. So ident for EGMC, that's where we are right now. So we can click enter on that. It's going to take us to the flight plan page, and luckily it draws our most recent SimBrief flight plan. So we can just click the line select key to the right of it, which highlights it, and then click enter, and you can see it's got our flight plan. So EGMC to Evnas, Lambourne, Compton, Stromble, Slaney, Dimas, Abagu, and then Tipper. That is correct. That is our routing for today as per our flight plan. So we can just go select and then hit enter. And there we go. So it's now our active flight plan. Thank you for your work. Oh, thank you. That's really kind of you, mate. Thank you. How's the Chaseplane? Oh, it's brilliant. It's so good to have it back. It really is. Just being able to do this. Just this. I don't need to say anything else, do I? Just this. Just cinematic mode. Oh, there's so many more than just cinematic mode. But yeah, it's very good. We'll then click the line select key next to depart. And click enter. And then enter again. There's no SIDS available out of here, which is interesting. It's going to be a runway 05 departure, though, so we'll enter that. And then there's no SIDS here. Well, there's no SIDS that shows. It's this. It's going to be this weird departure here. I guess a Compton departure. Or are we going out via Clacton? Whichever one. No, we can't be going out via Clacton. So the actual departure that we're going to fly for runway 05 is climb straight out until 1 DME from India November Delta on 113.35 and above 1,500 feet, and then we'll do a left turn towards Evnas, and it wants us level at 3,000 there, and then we'll follow the routing. So our routing today is Evnas, then Lambourne, then Compton, and then Strumble. So Evnas, Lambourne. So it's not got the Brookmans Park or the Henton, but it's got Compton, so it's fine. So that's what we're going to fly today. So let's actually put in 11135 down here. Actually, I'm going to put it in on the standby, so then I can on nav 2, and then we should see it here, hopefully. Swapping from aircraft at FM... Well, this is it. We're going from, like, we literally couldn't, I don't think, have gone further in terms of the complexity of aircraft, going from the A350 to the 727, but it is good. I'm enjoying it. Right, so I don't quite know what to do here. Runway 05, enter. Do I then need to click anything else? God knows. I've got no idea. It's got to Evnas, so I think we'll almost just need to depart out and then get ourselves on heading select towards Evnas and go from there. Yeah, we're flying offline, The only other thing that I want to do is the arrival. So arriving in, we're going to be on a Tipper to Echo. Select that, Tipper to Echo. And then the approach, it's a runway 6 approach. Oh my god, this thing is so weird. ILS. And I don't want to do a transition if I can help it. So we'll select that. Now, hopefully that's got something there. I've got no idea if it has, but hopefully it does. I think there's a way where we can kind of see. So if you go AFIS, then there, click number 1, you can kind of see your flight plan here. But I've got no idea if that's got it all selected. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. It's very cool though. It's very cool. It's a cool little CDU. It's a bit different to what you're used to. Anyway, we've got an active flight plan to EVNAS, so we can at least get ourselves departed out of here. Even though the initial climb on the SID is 3,000 feet, knowing me with how I fly this thing, that ain't going to happen. So I'll set it for 3,000, but be expected for that to go wrong. The runway heading on departure is going to be 053. So the best way to do that is to go to the course selector and set 053 in. And then match up the heading. So that's our departure. 3,000 feet for the initial climb is set. We'll go and put the flight director on with heading select. And then I think we are good. Right, so I am going to get the automated checklist thing to go and do the pre-flight checks.
Pre-flight checklist started.
There we go. It's pretty cool that you can do this.
Battery on and APU check.
And I think it it automatically picks up if you've done particular actions. And now it's doing the tests and stuff. I want to move the wing views to internal views if I can, but it's just so cool the fact that I can just click for these. So these are just set views now for the 727. So good. Mommy 2 Echo arrival. Is that what it should be? I've got a tipper to Rurka, then LPOM, and then in on the ILS. That's what I've got. If you hold shift in the views page, you can make them public. I want to kind of perfect them before I set them live, if that makes sense. I want to make sure that I'm completely happy with them. Because these have just been very quick just so that I could get a live stream going. Just play and have cinematic views. Tell me. You tell me. You tell me. Saucy name for the arrival. Oh, okay. Got you. And you can change the timings on this, so you can change how quickly, if you don't touch any cameras, it automatically goes to cinematic mode, and how often the mode changes. So I think mine's on default 15 seconds. Let's do more of that when we're flying though. Let's do more of that when we're flying. Because as much as it's nice on the ground, we want to get flying. Right, let's have a look at the taxi.
Engine 1.
So we are parked on the north apron, so we're going to push back nose to the left, and then go Charlie, backtrack runway 05, and then line up 05 to depart. Cool. Right, so the crew manager's still going through his flow. It sounds like he started the APU for me, which is nice of him. I've still got the same key bindings, so my key binds to move up, down, left and right, and all of this is still the same. So that's nice. I'm going to get rid of that chat thing. Forget the planes, there's a new Turkish restaurant opening. I told you about the Turkish restaurant opening loads. I said to you a couple of weeks ago when we were driving through town, I said, oh, I wonder when that's opening. You missed the message from your better half up above. I'll give you the reason why is because this software that I use that combines all of my Twitch, TikTok and YouTube chats together doesn't seem to be working. So some messages don't seem to be showing, which is why I'm now reverting back to the old thing. So sorry if I've missed it. What airplane is this? This is the FSS Boeing 727 freighter. FSS Boeing 727 freighter is this aircraft. It has gluten-free options though, confirmed. Well, that's very good. I'll have to go and check it out. Right, so pre-flight checks are done. We've got the CDU sorted. So that's fine. I think we're actually ready to get pushed back then, aren't we? I think we are. So if I now go for before start,
Check start.
it's going to close the doors up for me. Oops. There we go. Right view. Sorry, it's going to take me a while. So now I need to make sure that I've got all the doors closed and stuff like that as well. Oh, there we go. It's going to do it for me. That may explain why it took 3 or 4 attempts yesterday for you to see your message. I mean, it might be that I just missed the message anyway, but yeah. Martin, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Hayden, hey, your local airport. Nice. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is, because this chat app is annoying, I am going to get rid of Twitch on it and just have it for YouTube and TikTok for the moment. It's really annoying because this app works really well normally, but it's been really buggy the last few days. Oh, and now the whole thing's completely messed up, so I can't see anything on it. I really wish I could find a better option than it, I won't lie to you. I really do. But yeah, I'm going to have the old-fashioned Twitch chat up now. Too many platforms, that's it. Is the Lego Concorde worth it? Oh, it's such a good build, Beanie. Such a good build. You are usually more reliable than that. Yeah, I do pride myself on being quite active with the chat messages.
Airspeed warning check.
Right, let's go to
Dampers on.
here, close this,
Throttle warning horn testing.
and get rid of the boarding stairs. Ground power still connected. Are we on the APU? Yes, we are, so we can get rid of the external power now.
Flight director check.
Chat are ruthless today.
Boost pumps one on.
Nice to see an OSRL plane. Oh, really? Bad thing is they have... yeah, something's really bad happens somewhere, yeah. Why is the plane lifting? Oh, it's automatically getting GSX in position. I've literally only just clocked that. I've not even interacted with GSX on the GSX menu, but I've clicked the before start button on the crew manager in the 727, and it's kicked GSX into gear. That's very cool.
Rudder power check on.
Oh, our head's bobbing all over the place. I'm not too sure
Rainbow
why.
master
Ha ha!
Chocks cones and stairs disconnected.
Is it? It's not moving there. I think it's something to do with GSX being connected. Let's see what happens when we start moving. Right, if I go to GSX... as soon as I got rid of the Chaseplane window there, it's fine. Oh, no, maybe not. Right, nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All
I've just realised I've not done takeoff performance figures, so let's do that. So 1.98 on the EPA. Takeoff trim is 6.75, which it should be set as now. And 128 is our V-rotate speed today. Cool. I do like this whole EFB thing. It's very useful that you can do it. Right, should we go and see if we can start some engines? So, I need to turn off the packs. Hydraulic system is fine as is. Fuel system is fine as is. I think we are good to start. So we will start engine number 3 first. Oh, it's so nice just having these set views. I do need to zoom these in a bit. I need to set some key commands for my zooming. Ah, it's already good there, actually. And then I need like a hotkey to save it. So, we're over 20% on the N2, so fuel goes in, and the parking brake can get set. Parking brake is on? Yeah, I knew it was on. That's the only downside I've noticed with Chaseplane so far, is that it does jitter on the GSX lifter pushbacks. Okay. You can just turn that option off though, can't you? Kevin, can you do like a hotkey to like update the view? Because like I want to just make sure that this view's a little bit more. Oh damn it! This view's a little bit more zoomed in, so that I don't get the fisheye lens effect. That's a dangerous one, Roger. Yeah, but if you make it like Control-Shift-Z or something like, I don't know, like some like obscure key binding.
Tow truck disconnected.
Right, okay, so starter valve's closed on number 3 and the engine oil pressure light's gone out, so we got a good start there. Hey, Max, thank you very much indeed for the sub. Hey, I need to update our sub goal thing because it's changed. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That is a brand new Prime sub on a Monday afternoon. Thank you very much, mate. I'm going to do a little Mars wiggle. There you are, mate. Right, we're starting engine number 1, and we're monitoring the N2 percentage. You can see the low oil pressure light's gone out there, about 20%. We'll stick the fuel in. See GSX is disconnected now and has moved out the way. How's cinematic mode? It's brilliant, mate. It's absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we'll just wait for it to stabilize. N2 RPM should be about 55 or so % for it to stabilize, and then we know we're good. No VATSIM. No, I'm using a brand new Garmin system or GNS system that I've never used before, and I'm flying an aircraft that I've not flown for a while before, so I'm not going to be disrespectful to other people on the network and potentially cause issues if I make mistakes and stuff. I'd rather make sure that I'm confident with it, which is exactly what you should do on the network. Right, starting the middle engine, starting number 2. You hold control to save views from the mini bar or main UI. Okay. Might have a play around with that in a moment. Aussie Scorcher, there's already tools available for it, but if the tools aren't reliable, then it's an absolute pain. Like I use Caster Labs Caffeinated, and the system goes down half the time. You have to set up a wheel well view. Oh gosh, a wheel well view. Right. So starting the middle engine. So if I bring up Chaseplane now, go into here, let's do it via this, adjust it, and then just adjust the zoom. I love this, the way that you can do this. I just want to get rid of that fisheye effect, you know? Even just doing it this way works quite nicely, to be honest with you. Right, good. There we go. That looks a bit better. So now I just click save. Job done. Kevin, if you save a view, then will it automatically save to the clouds when you like upload it to the community section? I'm guessing people need to download it again. Like an updated view. There we go. Right, so we've got 3 good engine starts. So I'm going to try and do this without the checklist thing. So generators, actually, let's start at the top. So galley power can come on. They can come on. Packs can come on. Engine 2 and APU bleed goes off. They can be closed. Whoops. Oh, that's changing the zoom. That's fine though. Generator 2, and we'll do the same on there. I'm going to put all the fuel pumps on. I think that's correct with the hydraulic system as well. Turn up the volume of the sim a bit so you can hear it. Let's select flaps 5. It's a bit loud because I've got the wing views on the external preset right now, so I do need to change that. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Oh, I'll turn our transponder on. Beacon light should already be on for us. Trim set, so I'll get it to do the after start checklist. We'll just run it through this. I hope you guys don't mind me doing like using the crew manager. I'd like to do everything automated with this aircraft, but because we're obviously showing off so much today, we've got so much going on, it is just a lot quicker if we use it. Can you use Chaseplane without touching the internal sim views? It deletes them.
Power check.
It will delete your key bindings for them.
Boost pumps all on. Hydraulic system. Pumps
What are we using for standard? We're using a brand new piece of software called Chaseplane today.
emergency exit lights on. Window heat on.
Right, probes.
Hero nav and
So
compass
probes need to
system.
come on. Auto brake to RTO as well.
Off. Engine and wing
Flaps to
anti-ice.
5. Good.
Light control shutoffs on.
No lights on there. Perfect.
Anti-skid check and off. Comparators check.
Yeah, if you folks have got any questions about Chaseplane, Run Shotgun in the chat is one of the developers on Twitch.
Ground
For those of you on the
processing
Twitch, so you can ask him some questions and hopefully he can answer.
all on one.
Can we do cockpit cinematics? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. You used to be able to with the old Chaseplane.
Dampers on.
That is a question for Kevin.
Spoilers to 10. Flight director check.
Right, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put 11135 in
After
here.
start checks complete.
There we go, cool. Cockpit cinematics will come in an update. We didn't have the time to perfect it. Yeah, cool. Right, taxi light on. Let's get going. And we'll do the taxi checks as we
Taxi
roll.
checks. Taxi lights are on.
So it'll automatically pick up with the 727 when you've got the taxi lights on. And your flap setting and everything if you've already set it. So that's really cool.
EPR is set. 1 decimal.
You spent too much time on setting up your cockpit views in the Phoenix A320. Well, this is what's so great, is that it's really easy to set up the views again. It doesn't take you long to set them up again in Chaseplane. And if you really want to be lazy, you can just go to the community section. Obviously, it's going to pick up the aircraft that you're currently in, but you can just download other people's. So if you want to check out other people's and then use those even as a base to then edit your own, then you can just install them. There's so much that you can do, honestly. Right, taxi checklist is done. We are on our way. Yeah, flyby is an option. So if I do this and then press that, there you go. Woo! Yeah! That looks so good! There's the tower view. Oh my god, I'm trying to taxi whilst doing this. Runway view. Now, how do I get this to follow the aircraft again with drone cam? Let's just go back in the flight deck for a moment. How do I get drone cam to follow the aircraft again? External with the chase group. But I was in drone cam earlier on and it was following me fine. So this is just the external... Yeah, I can just do it with this, can't I? Ah! Nothing to see here. I've tuned my settings for the head bumping and stuff effects. I don't know if they're any good. I might need to have a play around with it a little bit more. So we get a bumping effect down the runway. We'll see. If it doesn't look like we're bumping around much on takeoff roll, then we might need to up it. The camera program is called Chaseplane. It's only for MSFS 2020 on PC at the moment. And it's only available to Club 42 members. So Club 42 is an initiative by the developers called Parallel 42. Essentially, if you spend $42 on their website for all their various products, you get entered into their kind of early access group automatically called Club 42. So this software is already available to purchase for people who are part of that Club 42. So if I now go here and then do this, is that going to do flyby? Ah, there we go. Let's do it like that. Oh, that looks so good. And then I can just go straight back into the flight deck where I was. If I want to go back to flyby view, I can just click that. Back into the flight deck. Into cinematic mode. Oh, has that actually gone to cinematic mode? Oh, yeah, it has. Yeah, there you go. So cinematic mode. Back to the flight deck. It's just so good. Back to like a generic external view, like cam, like drone cam kind of view. Then back to one of my preset views. You know, like there's just so much option. Right, let's actually make sure that we're doing something with the plane. I know, right? Super amazing. It's going to be so good. The 747-400 is this free? No, it's payware. Go and have a look, and you can judge my turning skills. How long until it's in 2024? I know. I'm desperate for it. Phone in the cockpit, is that CAA approved? Oh, it is when it's helping us.
Before takeoff checks complete.
Okay, before takeoff checks are complete. Perfect. Sorry, that's me being an idiot. Right, now, God knows how I'm going to fly this thing. Wish me luck. It could get interesting. I've not flown this aircraft for a while, so please, please forgive me if I mess this up royally on the departure. I've not used this Garmin system before. I don't know even how to fly direct in it or anything, so wish me luck. Use the left engine to turn faster? Yeah, I was. Right, okay. Well, let's depart out all the same. Here we go. Okay, nice and stable. Okay, takeoff thrust is set.
80 knots.
Checked. I think the head bobbing's actually at a good level right now. Maybe the vibration could go up a bit. Hello? Rotate? Hello? Do you want...
Rotate.
Hello, plane? What the fuck was that? I've got trim set, and we were like 170 knots. Why wouldn't it take off? Right, positive rate gear up. What the hell was that? Proper Aerosucra ops. Yeah, you're not wrong. I had the trim set. We were in the green band. In fact, I moved it out of the green band. In the opposite direction. Right, we've got to wait until we're 1,500 feet. Holy shit. The hell was that? Right, autopilot engaged. Altitude select. Heading select. 3,000 feet. Let's start to wind down the thrust. About 1.8 EPR and start to accelerate.
1,000 to go.
Checked. We'll go vertical speed to bring that down so we can start to accelerate. And then we'll make a left-hand turn towards EVGAS. Go flaps 1. There's so much to do in this aircraft. And then let's increase the altitude. We've just got to 10,000 for now. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I had the trim set and the thing just wouldn't rotate. That was terrifying. I thought we were going off the end of the runway then. Oh, shoot. Let's get slightly oversped. Right, now if I switch this to GPS, hopefully that's going to pick up where we need to go for the track to get towards Evgas. Is it? Ah, I know what it's done. It's gone into alt hold. That's why we've oversped so much. Sorry, first time flying this thing for a little while, so please forgive me that I'm making a few mistakes there. It went into alt engage. So it's leveled us off at 3,000 feet. Now it should come back. Right, we are kind of heading towards Evgas. So we're at least heading in the right direction. And I just need to climb like there's no tomorrow, because this thing is going fast and we've not even got much power in. Okay, so let's put this to 30,000. Ah! Don't worry, we'll do cinematic mode and everything. IAS hold will help, not without auto thrust engaged it won't, which you shouldn't really use in the climb. Right, now if I go to nav lock, I wonder if it'll automatically pick up the route. We will see. There's 6,000 feet, so let's make sure that we set standard. Oh my gosh, the zoom. Right, speed is coming back towards 250, so now then we can set it. There's so much to do in this blooming aircraft! Right, 250, IAS hold. I'm going to try and turn inbound on track now a little bit more. Is it going to turn us? No? Alright, let's go there. Try and do it this way. Ah, now it's picked up the next... It's picked up the second waypoint. So if I go back into nav, yeah, it's got EVNAS to Lambourne now. So we've slightly overshot that. Right, 1013 is set. That's fine. I've got to set it on here as well. There's so much to do in this plane. I'm sorry that I've not been able to go and enjoy the outside views, but there's just a ridiculous amount you've got to do. Why can I not read that? Whatever, that's set. We'll say that's set. Right, we're approaching 10,000. Let's turn off the lights. So now if I arm nav lock, hopefully it will pick that up. And then let's get the phone out. Do the after takeoff. I'd say we're pretty stable with speed. Climb rate's good. Let's go and do a bit of this. Flaps 1. Shit. Oh, I thought I'd done my flaps. That's going to make things interesting. Sorry. I knew I'd mess some things up with this, having not flown it for a while. It's good, though. It's almost good to make silly mistakes like that, because then you won't do it next time, hopefully. Oh! Right, is it flying on the track? I don't even know, but at the moment I almost don't care. Because I'm just enjoying these views. Yes, right, it's picked up the flight plan. So that's good. Has it gone into alt hold again? It has. And it's sped up like crazy. Oh god, we're going to overspeed if I don't do something about it now. This is the only thing. I don't know if it's a bug in this aircraft, but when you select an altitude in it here, even if you then select a higher altitude, it will just cap at the last altitude that you selected the whole time. Right, so we are on track now from Lambourne to Compton. And if we go into here, we can see that. Yay, nice. We're actually on the flight plan. Okay, so that's good. The only thing that's not doing too well at the moment is our speed. but we can bring that back. We didn't overspeed the aircraft just about, and everything else is actually looking okay. It is Ule, yeah, I've not built it yet, I've not had the time. So flight director, if I put that there, that should show us. Oh, well, perfect. So we've actually got the navigation system working quite nicely. And then the speed's starting to come back now. And there we are, we're on our route. So, let's do it. Wait, let's do it. I need to do it. You ready? This is the first time we've been able to do this for years. For those of you watching on YouTube or TikTok, come over to the Twitch. This is peak flight sim. I'm just going to go and make sure that we're on IAS hold in a moment. Ah, hide your webcam. Sorry, it's so ugly. The broom would have been ripped off by now. Oh well. It's the least thing I'm worried about at the moment, to be honest. I'm as controller at Southend where this plane is based. Hey, nice. Oh my god, look at that view. Is this the 727? Yes, mate. I'm not flying it very well right now, but it is the 727. Yeah, oh, good, McBo. I'm glad you like it, mate. Good. Yeah, I saw it as a plug-in thing, and I thought it'd be a nice addition. I don't know when Chaseplane's released to everybody. Yeah, Chaseplane is out for MSFS 2020 on PC. It's not like it's done a soft launch at the moment. Just gonna check how we're doing with the climb rate and everything. It's having a bit of a laugh with that, isn't it? Right, we're still climbing, so I'm just monitoring our climb and everything, chat. But yeah, I can then just go straight back to cinematics. Love it. No way you still stream. Used to watch you a good few years ago. Absolutely. I'm still here. And thank you very much for the follow, Biffa Bins as well. I'm still here. The hairline's gone, but I'm still here. Yeah, so this Chaseplane is on a soft launch, so it's not released to everybody. You have to have spent $42 on the Parallel 42 website, and then you can purchase this. Oh, a few stutters, but it's fine. What about Easy Doc, Frog says on TikTok, right? 250 knots when deployed. Ah, well, too late now. We'll do that for next time we fly it, Miguel, when I actually learn how to use the system. Well, this is it. Coldplay plus cinematics. Put it on IAS hold. I am on IAS hold. But because there's no auto... Well, there is an auto throttle system, but it doesn't work very well in climb. It's still... depend on your power and stuff, I think. That's fine. We've got a 2,000 feet per minute rate of climb. We're through 21,000 feet, so we're fine. Oh, yes! That's all I needed to do. I don't care about anything else today. I could end the stream there, to be honest with you. Just playing that song with this aircraft. And just, yes, that's it. Chaseplane's back, boys and girls. Chaseplane is back. Love it. Right, good. So, I don't know how I can get rid of all of this detail. It's got like all the freaking airports and everything here. It just looks like a bit of a mess. I think if I zoom in, that helps a little bit. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I am on IAS hold at the moment. I'm on IAS hold. We're following the flight plan on the GNS XLS really nicely. And we're climbing at about 2,000 feet per minute. So I'm quite happy with where we are, to be honest with you. And we've got a relatively good climb rate in. We've got, well, the EPA's up there, but percentages and RPMs and stuff like that's fine. Like, it's in relatively good order. I don't think we're going to cause any issues, hopefully, with it like that. Yeah, right. Get song requests in. Yeah, get them in. Get them in. What the heck is... Oh, no, not... Yeah, you get song requests in, but not this shit. We've already had that one. Oh, I need to just go and get a playlist going, don't I? And then it sort itself out. Cool. There we go. Cool. So I don't think Parallel 42 have given public information away just yet as to when it's like publicly going to be releasing. Like, for those who aren't in Parallel 40, the Club 42, but yeah, I don't think it'll be too long. It already looks in a really good state. And this is the nice thing, look, so I can just go to this outside view now. Like, these are just predefined views that I've got set up on the outside of the aircraft. You don't have to use, like, the drone cam. But if I want to use a flyby cam... Oh, that's so weird to see in MSFS, a flyby cam. That's so weird to see. And then I'm straight back in the flight deck again. We're turning over the top of somewhere now. Where are we turning over the top of? Compton. Oh, we're flying near me today. This is Oxford, so this is where I live. So we'll wave as we go overhead me today in this area. There we go. We're already at 27,000 feet, and then we'll engage auto throttle for the climb. For the cruise, even. Yeah, the outside presets are lovely. So I've got wing views as well, but I need to move these to internal presets. So at the moment, these left wing and right wings are external. I don't know if I can just... it'd be cool if you could just drag them across, but I can understand why you can't. So I just need to make some new wing cameras on the internal section. But right now, they're external. But yeah, I've got these just set external view. And obviously, you can set as many of these as you like, really. Lovely. Sorry, I forgot the flaps, by the way. I completely messed all of that up. Good. Well, that's very exciting that all of that works so nicely, isn't it? Very exciting. Just trying to control the thrust a little bit with this thing. I think we've actually done too well. Apart from forgetting the flaps and slightly getting a bit high with the altitude, with the speed, we've actually not... I don't think we've done too bad. Oh, and the take... I don't know what happened there with the takeoff, where the thing just wouldn't rotate. That was wild. Right, so 30,000 feet, auto throttle engaged, and we're going to cruise at Mach 0.80. There we go. So we're now on 1013. This needs to get set, but to be honest with you, I almost don't care what that one shows. What the hell is this music? Is that camera UI a standard on MSFS 2024? No, it's a brand new add-on that's only available in MSFS 2020. It's done like a soft launch in MSFS 2020 called Chaseplane. For those of you who don't know anything about Chaseplane and have never heard of it before, this software was literally a staple of simmers in P3D back in Lockheed Martin's prepared days. It was like everybody used it. Everybody and anybody had this software. And it was like the camera software of all camera softwares. It had so many incredible features to it. And we've been dying for it to since MSFS 2020 came out back in August of 2020. And now it's finally here. It's only available. It's only going to be available in 2020 at the moment, but yeah, I cannot wait for it in 2024. I've only really scraped the surface with it, you know, but we're just in cruise now. We can chill. It's not a very long flight, this one, so I will need to work out when our top of descent is soon. But I mean, for the moment, I can just put my feet up. I don't have to do any faffing around with drone camera views and setting up nice drone cam views. I can just leave it in cinematic. Love it. Do you suggest going to MSFS 2024 yet? Well, give it a go. You can get it on Game Pass. If you've got PC Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass, and there's loads of deals that you can find online where you can get like a month of Game Pass cheap. Give it a go. In the FSS 727, I just yanked the stick the way back at V1. There's something very wrong with it. We didn't rotate until we were like 30 knots faster than V1, and our trim was set correctly. So there was something very wrong there. It'll be interesting to see if it does it on the second flight. But yeah, very weird. Never seen that before. Did they manage to convince Asobo to open up the camera API SDK? No. So nothing has changed in terms of the camera API or SDK. You know, from my official perspective, I don't actually know how Chaseplane has done what they've done. However, all I will say is that if there was any sort of concern from my end for the official side of things with my work, I wouldn't be showcasing it on my personal live stream. So, as far as I'm concerned, go and enjoy Chaseplane. I've never had that issue. Yeah, it was weird. What about when you're coming into land and haven't changed a view in a while? On final, will it kick into cinematic? I think it's like 5 minutes. But I don't know. You can turn that off. You can completely turn that off. So if you wanted to turn it off, you could just... Well, let me show you. So if you go into preferences, I think it's in Chaseplane features. Oh, look. You can just have a key assignment to go to flyby view. You can change what button you use for mouse free look. I wish you could choose multiple. Kevin, can we have an option to have multiple? Because I'm one of those weird people who sometimes uses right mouse click and sometimes uses the middle mouse button. So is there any option where we could have multiple selected instead of just one? You can change like the camera, like speed and position. Here you go, cinematic, auto start. Oh, look, they've already thought of it. When flying above the 5,000 feet AGL and no mouse movement is detected. There you go, you don't even need to worry about it. There you go. You don't even need to worry about it, mate. It's already there. Hey, we got another sub. It's Flying Seafarer. Thank you. Is this add-on in the toolbar or is it like back in the... No, it's in the toolbar, so it's baked into the sim. I know, right? It feels like we're back in P3D again, but with much better visuals and everything else. Thank you so much! 49 months. Yeah, so there you go. So you can have cinematic mode to auto start 5 minutes after no mouse movement is detected and above 5,000 feet. Or you can just have this, you know, you don't have to have this at all. You can change how long the shots are. So if you want, like, you know, at the moment mine's on the default 15 seconds, but if you want it to change view quicker or shorter than that, you can. I told you, there's so many. There's so many settings here. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Chaseplane literally lives within the sim. So you don't need to remember to open it up before you start MSFS 2020. You just launch the sim and it's there. So it lives within it. And yeah, we can just chill. I'm going to go back into the flight deck because I just want to go and check some stuff. So, speed's absolutely perfect. Auto thrust is engaged with that. We are rocking and rolling. So, if I go and have a look at the nav page. There we go. So, we're flying Compton to Strumble. 84 miles, 10 minutes. We've got our ground speed there and everything. Nice. Do you have to remove your current key bindings and key windows? No, it does it all for you. When you install the software, it literally comes up with a, do you want to uninstall all of your default key bindings? If you uninstall Chaseplane, these will be reverted. So you just click yes and that's it. They're done. And then you just set your key bindings up. Job done. Easy. Yeah, so if in the minibar, if you scroll over the Chaseplane icon, it turns into a martini glass. What? Where? What? That's the most useless thing I've ever seen, but I love it. I'm going to petition for more icons here. I want a coffee cup. I want a coffee cup. Was that Edson's suggestion by any chance? But yeah, so you've got like the main window here, chat, but then you can also so you've got the main window with the different like sections where you can see all your views. You've got the group section where you can edit all of the different camera groups in. I still need to go through these and really delve into them. The community section. Preferences section. So look, avoid conflicts. Make sure to remove those controls from your simulator's control profile. So literally all I did was when I installed Chaseplane, it basically just gave you the option to remove all of the key bindings. And then there's a tutorial that sets them all up as you go along. So even though it deletes all of your key bindings, so let's say, for example, even like the simple things like moving around. So like my views in the flight deck, if I move these around, you go through the software, the install of the software, you go through the tutorial and it's like, right, let's set up your views, blah, 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 blah. And then you just do it bit by bit. So by the time you actually get into the main window, your key bindings are like ready to rock and roll. It's so good. And there you go, yeah. So you can see there's a cheat sheet for the assignments. So if you want to make sure that you've got no like conflicts between the key binds that you set up for Chaseplane and the default, key bindings, then you can do. Does it work with FS Realistic? There's no need for FS Realistic. Get rid of it. I've got rid of it. Well, I still use FS Realistic in 2024. Sorry, what the fuck is this? I've literally just got this on in the background and I've got no idea what I'm listening to. So FSR still works if you want the sounds. Yeah, if you want the sound, I only used it for the cockpit head shaking effect, to be honest. Yeah. So I'm not going to use use FS Realistic. So I'm sorry that I didn't I was debating if I wanted to do like the full install process and everything and setup process with you all, but there's a video of it already on Parallel 42's YouTube channel. So if you want to see kind of like the initial setup and how it works, go and have a look on their YouTube. But it's really intuitive. It literally just runs you through it step by step. Like, let's get this key binding set up for you. Let's get this key binding set up for you. Let's show you how to make a view and save a view and adjust a view. Like, yeah, it's just all there for you. It's not going to take you long to get used to. It really isn't. But it's also got the options to really delve into it and get quite complex if you want to. But you don't have to. Right, I'm really sorry. This music is just no. I'm really sorry. I can't listen to it. Right, I can listen to this though. So let's have a look at the arrival. What's the weather looking like at Shannon? Shannon. Oh, hello. The winds are 100 degrees at 11 knots. Few clouds at 1500. Broken at 3400. Temperature is 8. QNH is 1025. So that's going to be a runway 06 then, which I think we've already got prepped here. So it should be Tipper to Rurka and then LPOM and then the ILS. So we need to be LPOM really at 3000. So let's have a look at this. So, oh no, it's going to be... flight. Here we go. Wait, managed descent? Interesting. So what if I want to do Wait, 30,000 feet. So wait. Oh, so it says it's going to take us about 85 miles. I'm guessing that's with our current conditions. We could do some manual. We could do this as well. I think it's going to be a bit more than that. Because if you think about it, wait, no, what are we doing? We're doing 27 times 3, aren't we? Yeah, so 85 is about right. It's a workaround if you want VNAV. Nah, that's cheating. We ain't doing that. Yeah, we'll do flyby view in a moment. Don't worry. We'll do flyby view in a moment. I'm just getting some stuff prepped for the arrival. Right, so 85 miles before EPCOM is top of descent. So 85 minus 7 takes us to Rurka. Minus another 37 takes us to Tipper. And then from Abagu to Tipper, it's 18. So that's going to be 23 miles before Abagu. We'll call it 25. So 25 miles before Abagu is top of descent. It says it's 1,600 feet per minute. I'm going to go at 2,000 feet per minute because we're also going to want to slow down. But we could get our ground speed and then times that by 5 to work out what our descent rate as well. Yeah, I love this thing, Don. It's such a good aircraft. It really is. So about 25 miles, halfway in between Dimas and Abagu is our top of descent. So ILS, the frequency is 1095. I'm going to set this in on both 1 and 2. And then I can't set up the course yet because it's a course of 056, but we can't set it because we're using the Garmin system. I'm going to set just 500 feet for a radio minima. Ah! Sorry, that's me. Good. What's the landing altitude? 46. Oh, so I've got to do it on this. So we'll put that to 50. That's all good. Is there anything else I need to do for the arrival? Order break, I guess. It's a nice long runway, so we'll go with order break min. Oh, and then landing calculations on the EFB as well. I'm not going to do any of this, because if I do this, it's going to set... If I set speeds to this, it's going to set my speed all the way down here. But we know our VAP's going to be about 130 knots. As long as we've got that, that's fine. I don't really care about much else. Right, somebody wanted flyby view, right? There you go, a bit of flyby view. Braden asks what plane this is. This is the FSS Boeing 727 freighter for MSFS 2020. It's very, 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 very good. It's complex, so you need to have your wits about you. But it's so much... It's by far the most rewarding airliner to fly in the sim, in my opinion, because it's so... Once you nail it, when it's as complex as it is. So, yeah. There you go, Pyro! So flyby view is back. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that takeoff. I really don't. I really don't. Do you guys want some more cinematic view? I'm guessing you do, right? I'm guessing some more cinematic view is in order. First airliner you ever flew on was the 727. I'm jealous. I'm excited to see the new model that they're going to implement on the PAX version. I mean, like, the model looks great as it is. So, yeah, absolutely. Cinematic gives me any trader vibes. I know what you mean. Cool. Perfect. Thank you all for tuning in, by the way, folks. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. I hope you're all enjoying this. We are going to be doing a second flight today. I'm sorry that I've got no idea what our ETA is into Shannon or anything like that. But we're just enjoying ourselves. What is the time right now? It's 7 p.m. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. I love this. And then I can check up how far... Oh, yeah, we're not going to be that far away from top of descent. How far are we? 30? That's about 45... About 70 or so miles from top of descent. So not far to go at all. He needs some black bars on the top of the... Yeah, right? Oh, look at that. I love that top-down view. I've installed Chaseplane and there seems to be a slight lag between the mouse input and the camera movement in free look. Oh, really? It's been okay. You might be able to change that in the settings. Have a look in preferences and see if you can change that. Would you use crop bars? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't personally, but I can see why some people might. That cinematic experience. It might be a funny option just for a little bit of a comedic value, I guess. When you right click and drag, there's a very small delay. Ah, right. Okay, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, I get that as well. So, like, I see what you mean. Yeah. It seems alright to me, but... Any idea when the official release date is? I don't. No, I don't know. I mean, the fact that it's available to Club 42 members means it's not going to be long. I just realised that we're flying offline, but I'm put that onto TAR, right? So I'll turn that on. I don't think this works, does it? No. Cool if it did. Well, I hope that doesn't happen, Fatboy Fat. I hope that doesn't happen. Right, let's be a good Boeing pilot and match up our heading. So we're now between... It's followed this flight plan really nicely. The only thing that I'm worried about is if it's done the arrival. It's got that. Yeah, it's got that, hasn't it? Tipper to Echo, but I don't see anything here. Ah. 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 So will that have it now on here? I don't know if I can check. Yeah, I just want the ILS. I don't want there to be a transition. Have you tried Smart View? Holding right plus left mouse button down and looking at the instruments. Wait, holding right plus left mouse button down. Ooh. Wait, what? So does it just zoom you in on the instrument? So if I'm on this view... I'm confused. It's just moving me to that view now. Oh, wait. So if I go and do this and then do it down here, will it... Oh, I see. So you can move to look in a general direction for something. Wait, I wonder if I look over here and then do this... Oh! So if I move my like camera to look at a particular thing and then do the middle mouse button, left and right mouse button, it will move my camera to that view. That's very cool. Oh yeah, when you move around on the screen, does it prevent flight control input? That is a very good question. I don't know the answer to that, but that is a very good question. Right, I do not want that transition. So what do I do? Back? Right, there we go. That's correct. That's all in. Ah, perfect. There we go. So it's got Slaney to Dimas, then to tipper, is that right? Say Dimas. Wait, where's like a Bagu and stuff gone? What's it doing? I've got no idea if it's following the route correctly. Well, I know it's following the route correctly, but it fixes that. Nice. There you go then. Do we know when Chaseplane is going to fully launch? No, we don't, mate. We don't. We don't know when it's going to fully launch, unfortunately. So where is it going to at the moment? It's going from Dimas to Tipper. But then that's got rid of a Bagu. How many miles is it before here that we need to descend? So it was about... I think it was 25 miles before a Bagu. So that's going to be 40... Wait, no. 25, 35... yeah. My brain's gone. 43. So 43 miles before Tipper. I'm hoping then it's going to do Tipper and then on to Rurka and Elpom. There's, as I said, there's so much more that I could show on Chaseplane, I'm sure, but I'm hoping that I've just kind of given you an introduction even just to some of the possibilities that you can have with it. It's crazy. Just wild. It's just so nice to have cinematic mode back. It's crazy. It's crazy to have cinematic mode back. It feels really weird having it in MSFS. I hope we'll get it for 24 someday. Yeah, so do I. Yeah, Becca, I think that's a very good idea. I think that's well avoided. Well done. As much as I love Gladiator, I don't think it's appropriate for a 6-year-old. But Gladiator's on BBC, heck yeah. As long as the girls don't try and replicate it in the house. Do you plan to give the Just Flight RJ a try? I love the RJ, Raphael. Yeah, the RJ Professional. The RJ is stunning. Love it. Are my settings on Ultra settings? Gigliotti, head to my Discord server. It's all on there. My MSFS 2024 settings and my 2020... Oh, my 2020 settings are on my website, actually. Jensen, hey, 45 months. Hello. She's got the old school one on. She'd probably enjoy the new school one more. I'm very well, Jensen. How are you, matey? Thank you so much for 45 months, mate. That really means the world. Thank you so much, dude. We are actually just about to kick off our descent into Shannon. So, let's go and swing this all the way down to 3,000 feet. And then... Let's kick off the descent now. I'd rather... I feel like I'd rather get it going now. So I'm going to go... Wait. If I go into that and then go vertical speed down... Because we've got auto thrust engaged, it still should manage the speed quite nicely. And then we can just start descending. So we've got alt cell armed in red for 3,000 feet. We'll reduce the speed slightly so that we're not absolutely bombing it down at like 300 knots. And then I'm just going to use vertical speed for the descent. So we've got a ground speed of 490 knots. So what do we need for the descent rate? So it's... 490 times 5 is about 2,500. Which is about there. Welcome to some old school flying, chat. Who needs VNAV? We're going to be going off this for our descent rate now. There we go. So around about 2,500 feet per minute. Hopefully that'll work nicely. Right, down we go. Thank you very much again, Jensen. Dude, I appreciate you. I hope you're doing good and having a good week so far. Yeah, VNAV, Shmeenav. That's it. We'll see how well this works. My plan is to probably not go Rurka to LPOM, but to go heading select, so then we can switch the nav over to the ILS frequency and set the course in, and then we'll just put ourselves on a base and everything. See some cinematics? Yeah, of course. I'm obviously going to be concentrating on the descent and everything like that as well, but yeah. Can see some cinematics, mate. It's here. Just got some, oh, Vienna scenery. So doing some flights in and out of there. Nice. Nice. Yeah, if it's the Gaia sim, Vienna, it's very good. Fancy some flyby view as well, whilst we're here. So weird seeing all of these. I like that you can zoom in as well on them. So cool. Skipall, hey, how you doing, bud? Right, that ground speed's coming back quite dramatically now, so I'm going to aim for about 2,200 feet per minute. Cool. And then we're already through 23,000 feet. Flying me, hey buddy, how you doing? Don't let me forget to set the Q&H, chat. Don't let me forget to set it. God, I really hope I don't mess this approach up. It looks like it's following it how I want it to follow it. I'm hoping it's going to begin the star next. We had this song earlier, did we not? Don't want it again, really. Landing predictions. Yeah, should we do that now so I don't forget? Let's start the prediction now. Consider the fact that I've not flown this aircraft in a while. There you go. So, landing rate predictions in Twitch chat are up. Can I say that? Don't have a clue. I'm scared of guys, I'm scared of guys. Someone please help. Is Chaseplane also available for MSFS 20? It's only available in MSFS 2020. We are in MSFS 2020 right now. It says down there. Is it easy now to create external views with Chaseplane like with P3D? Yep. There you go. I've just set up a couple just to show you an example, but those are set views now. So if I then go back into the flight deck, and then went to that same view again. Yep. Exactly like it used to be. So good. So freaking good. So give us your feedback. How is it? Well, Chaseplane, it's very, very, very familiar to those of you who used it in P3D. It's got all the bells and whistles of what you were used to from Chaseplane and how bloody good it was back in the day. But it's expanded upon it. And the tutorial, well, Kevin was in the chat earlier on, one of the developers, and he said that it took them a month just to do the tutorial alone. So the tutorial is going to really help you folks to get through it and get yourself set up really easily. So I love it. It's going to be a no-brainer, chat. And I'm not just saying that. It really is going to be a no-brainer purchase. 787 Flyer. Hey, it's a nice sub. Prime for 69. Nice. Thank you for the nice sub for 69 months. Hello. Do you have to delete the MS keybinds? No, the software does it for you. The software does it for you. When you install it, it gives you the option to delete all the MS keybinds, and then you make your own keybinds, if that makes sense. Valentine's. So yeah, so if you're worried about having a faff, I've got to delete all my MSFS keybinds, the default ones, and all of that faff. No, it literally when you install it, it says, do you want to uninstall all the MSFS default keybinds? And then if you uninstall Chaseplane, it can activate them again. I don't know about MSFS 2024 compatibility. I'm sure they will want to get it working with 2024. Right, well, it looks like, yeah, so we're flying Tipper to Rurka. That's exactly what I wanted to do. We've got 33 miles. Perfect, that's great. That is absolutely spot on. I'd say we're looking pretty good on the profile. If anything, we might be a touch low, but I'd rather that just for speed, so we can control the speed a bit. Do you think MSFS will come out with something like Chaseplane? I don't know, mate. No idea. Not a clue. Do you recommend it? Without a shadow of a doubt. Honestly, it is a complete no-brainer. Yeah. It is a complete no-brainer for me. Especially if you've used it before. Right, I'm going to turn off the music there, chat, because we've not got long to go, so I want to concentrate. What add-ons would you recommend for MSFS 2020 for quality of life functionality? Oh, have a look on my YouTube channel. I've got some a YouTube video on some of the add-ons that I use. It's not completely up to date. But there's some good stuff on there, I think. So eventually what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to just keep us on heading select so that I can set in the ILS and everything and make sure that's all programmed in soon. But for now, we're okay, I think, with where we are. We've got 26.5 miles to get to Rurka. Rurka, it says actually that I think we need to be above 6,000. Above flight level 60, but I'm not really going to worry about that too much. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to bring down our rate of descent. Or, sorry, change our rate of descent so that we can maintain 250 knots below 10,000. And then let's set the QNH. So what's the weather? Right, please forgive me if I'm going to be quiet for a bit. Right, QNH is 1025. Please forgive me if I'm going to be quiet for a little bit because it's crunch time now with not messing this one up. And there's a lot to do in this aircraft, even if I have got the automated thing doing a lot of the hard work. So on that note, let's get them to do the approach checks. Is the GNS payware? This is part of the aircraft. It's the GNS XLS is part of the 727. So 250 below 10,000 feet, absolutely perfect. And then I'll tell you what, let's go into IAS hold for the descent.
Cross speed number 2 open. 1 and 3 are closed. Fuel heat off. Hydraulic pumps all on. Approach checks complete.
Cool. Right, so approach checks are complete. I'd say honestly, if anything, we might be a little bit high. But let's start to vector now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to turn knob and go heading select. And then we're going to switch to nav here to get the ILS up. Hey, Artemiser! Hey, 23 months! Hey, buddy, how you doing? We're just coming into crunch time for our approach into Shannon. Hello, Chewy Hi. Good timing, mate. Thank you very much for the 23 months. I hope you're well. 7-8 as well was 69 months just a few moments ago. Thank you very much, friends. Hugely, hugely appreciated. Right. Oh, I think it's actually already got the course selected for us. 056. Lovely. So 056 and 109.5. Perfect. So we've got the ILS programmed in. So we're not actually using the GNS anymore. We're just going to vector from here for the approach. So we're at 250 knots through 7,500. I can see how far away I am from them, though, which is still actually really helpful. If I actually go back to the map on here, which isn't cheating, then we could go and have a look on here. And kind of see when a rough time we need to start turning inbound and everything. We'll start slowing down soon. Bought this plane yesterday. I love this thing. It's unbelievable. I've not flown it for ages, but now that I'm back in it again, I realise how much I love it. Oh, hi Hype train's incoming with easy YOLO swaggins. 35. She sat glued to gladiators. I think she'd really enjoy the new one as well, babe. I really do. YOLO swaggins 35. To be honest, it's exactly the kind of thing I imagine her doing later. Like, she would so be into this. You absolute stunner. YOLO swaggins 35 months with the Prime. Thank you. Aviation, I've missed your message. Just said, would be nice if you did. Nice if I did what, mate? Sorry. You put the new one on now. Oh, gosh, she's enjoying it, actually. I've not watched much of the new one. Right, I tell you what. Let's go and start to slow down. So we're still on IAS hold. Is that going to do anything? No, let's go to vertical speed and then we'll level out. Glide slope's alive. Lovely. But we need to start slowing down first, so let's do that. So flat 1 speed limit is 245 knots. Perfect. I think we're actually looking pretty good for the descent planning. A video? No, I haven't. It's just on my website. Temperature? Actually, we need a bit of anti-ice on. Right, flaps 1. Can you do SAS Ops A350? No, not today, I'm afraid. Sure we will do in the future. In fact, the first ever flight that I did in the A350 was SAS Ops. Right, how's it looking? Let's have a quick cheaty moment on here. Yeah, right, I think we're good to start turning for the base leg in a moment. Let's do it. Let's turn base. Wish me luck, chat. Let's hope that I've timed this well. Right, keep the descent rate going. Flap 5 speed limit is 230 knots, so flaps 5. Keep the descent going, we're below the glide slope. And hopefully the airport should pop out soon. Anybody visual? I think that might be it over there. Well, I love both, Rever. I use the joystick more than the yoke just because it's a little bit easier with my desk setup to utilize. But yeah.
1,000 to go.
Checked. 13 miles out. Let's keep that descent rate going, I think. Now, when do I need to turn base? Yeah, I reckon soon. Right, let's make a judgment call and turn base now. So, right-hand turn, and then we will arm the ILS. So we've now armed VOR lock and glide slope there in red, which means they're armed. Oh, localizer's captured. Nice. Oh my god. And then it should level out at 3,000 feet. So we're a bit below glide path, but I'd rather be too far below it than too far above it. We've got 12 miles. It shot through the localizer, but that's not the end of the world. Right, there we go. So we're leveled out at 3,000 feet. We are localizer captured. It's slightly gone through it, but that is not the end of the world. There's the runway. Hey, nice. I think we've done pretty well there. The descent planning's worked out perfectly. So I'm going to pause the alerts. We'll take that for my first flight back and manually descent planning after loads of A350 flying for a while. We'll take that. We're localizer established. Glide slopes alive. Speed's just above 180 knots at 10 miles. Perfect. How you doing, Miku? Right, glide slope's alive and coming in. Quite the contrast. Yeah, just a little bit of a contrast to the A350. And there's... Oh! What was that? Oh, that was a pen. And there's glide slope capture. So there we go. 8 miles to run. Glide slopes captured. Go around altitude. What is it? 4,000. So let's start to reduce back towards 160 knots. Flat 15 speed limit is 215. So we'll go gear down flat 15 in a moment. Oh, I love it. Look at that. Where's the magenta line? I know, right? Right, let's go gear down, flaps 15. We'll take out the auto thrust soon. I think about 130 is our VREF. So let's go flaps 30. Oh, that looks so good. Right, and we'll get them to do the landing checks.
Landing checks. Flaps 30.
Oh, nice crosswind.
Ignition set to continuous. Anti-skid is on.
Oh, actually, anti-ice.
Landing
Go off
checks
now.
complete.
Right, anti-ice off. Okay, we are going to take control of the aircraft then. We'll get rid of this. Auto throttle can go. Lovely crosswind. Right, wish me luck. I've not flown this thing in a while. Rever, that's why you can change your sensitivities, mate. All in the options menu.
1,000.
Check. Stable. It's actually trimmed pretty nicely at the moment. So I got to remember to do speed brake manually, right? Glide slope's just getting away from us a little bit. Add a touch of power in. Add a bit more power in.
500.
Continue. So different than flying the A350. Holy moly. Now the opposite's happening.
300. 200.
Ah!
100.
Glide slope.
That's checked.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
You know what? I'll take that. Aileron into the wind. Right, speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. You know what? First landing that's not in an A350 for like a month. We'll take that. Auto brake disarm. I think the bouncing effects is pretty good where it is. 60 knots, forward idle. Ladies and gents, welcome to Shannon! I'll take that, yeah. I'm quite happy with that landing, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I think the bumping effects where I've got them right now is pretty nice, actually. We'll see what the landing rate was. If the landing rate was pretty heavy, then we might need to turn them up. But I'm I'm quite happy with that. I thought that was an alright landing. Right, alerts are unpaused. Stunts are technic. And then we'll vacate to the right. I love the sounds. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Beautiful. Hey, Cam, gifting us up to Mia.
After landing checks.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Brake pressure check.
Thank you, mate.
Switch to ground.
There it is, 143 gifted sub. Thank you so much. Mia's back. I think the real aircraft parked down to the right here.
Spoilers down.
Oh no, they parked down like Delta 1.
Ignition set to off.
So I think they parked somewhere down here.
Trim set to neutral.
Or was it over here? I can't remember.
AC on APU. APU master arm.
Some sort of barista. Yeah, that's the one. How many subs is... How many... Mia Khalifa has been subbed to my channel for 63 months. Oh, that's ridiculous. Right, probe heats can go. Transponder can go. And he's all doing the after landing stuff. Only 6 months to go, right?
APU gen close. Essential power on APU.
Cool. Central powers on the APU. I think it might have actually been over, so like here that it parked. Yeah, it goes over here, so we need to make a right on Hotel 2. Don't Google it with your parents around, Mr. Speedbird. That's all I'll say. Or don't Google her. It's not an it.
APU gen close.
Cool.
Galley power off.
Roger.
After landing checks complete.
So we'll go down to the left here and then park up. That was brilliant fun. I think we did all right there for the descent planning as well. It'll be interesting to see what the landing rate was. It's so weird how you just, like, I'm straight back into the habit now of using Chaseplane like I always did. Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, parking brake set. APU is good to go then, which means we can shut down. Oh, and Cam gifting us up to my least favourite person on television. Claudia Winkleman has been gifted a sub. Thank you, Cam! Oh, easily, Coriel. Easily. What's the purpose of an oil spill response aircraft? It sprays some sort of... I can't remember. Have a look online, but it sprays something like they fly low and slow over the oil spill to prevent it spreading and there being fires and stuff. it disperses all the oil and breaks the chemicals down. So it's not a fire hazard. Right, that's onto the APU then. Lovely. Yeah, well, there we go. Right, so I'll depressurize that system. I guess I'll leave the things there. We could leave ourselves on the APU, to be honest with you, if we're going to do a turnaround. Do you guys want to see a second flight? We could almost just leave it like this. And just leave ourselves on the APU and do a nice quick turnaround. I'm not even worried about the seatbelt signs, to be honest. Beautiful. Well, there we go. So this is the MK Studios Shannon scenery, by the way. Very nice. Certainly does the job for us. Looking beautiful. Let's go. Okay, cool. Right, yeah. So we'll do the second flight to Teesside then. We're going to go next. I don't know, Coral. I don't use VR. I don't know. I don't use it with joysticks either. Cool. Right, so let's go and put some music on. And shall I leave cinematic mode on whilst we go and set ourselves up for the second flight? Thank you again, Cam. You're a legend. So we're going to EGNV now, Teesside. Behind my back, yanking. So Shannon to Teesside. There we go. What we've done. So yeah, it only goes to like 250 knots then. It can't fly any faster than that. You know they parked in the middle of a taxiway? That's where the real one parks, and there are stand numbers here. That's why it's got stand numbers there, and it shows on the charts as well, so it's correct. Oh yeah, shit, landing rate! You're right, we forgot to review the flight. Let's have a look. So there was our depart. I mean, it's not actually that bad, considering the fact that we haven't flown this thing for a while, and it almost bloody well went off the end of the runway for some odd reason. It actually did all right, though, and then managed to get ourselves nicely en route over the south of Wales. Followed the arrival. Didn't quite get the localizer capture as clean as we would have liked, but it still caught it. And the descent planning worked out perfectly. Landing itself, a little bit early on where we'd like, but looked like it was all right. Oh, to be fair, that's not bad. The landing rate was a 284. That's not bad at all. It's heavier than 250. But it's better than I thought it was going to be for my first landing in this. So, lots of people are losing points. Will Chewie land heavier than 250 FPM? Only 13% of the votes went towards it. So that means a lot of people are going to be losing a lot of points. A lot of people are going to be losing a lot of points on that. But I think that's a pretty acceptable flight still. 4,600 fuel burn. Landing speed 120, that's fine. Flight time 1 hour. Perfect. There we go, getting paid. You got 114,182 points back. Ha ha ha. Love it. I love it. Thank you for the reminder. I would have forgotten to show that. Okay. Right, EINN to EGNV then. Let it all, let it all, let it all, let it... Oh, that's an interesting routing. Can take us to Glasgow. No, it's hard. I don't know where that would... Ah, Glasgow. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to have to do this routing then. Uvavu? Let's go up to 29,000. Hey, Warhawk, how you doing? Just landed in Addis Ababa. Hey, nice. Very nice. And Addis Ababa is difficult because it's... oh, look at that. Perfect. Right on the touchdown markers as well. Brilliant, mate. Addis Ababa is difficult because it's high elevation. Very high elevation. Well done, mate. Right. Sorry, I'm just making sure that we're getting everything prepped for the second flight. So, airtime 56 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. So, let's go and set it up. KFC for dinner now. You only want to eat KFC. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. For some reason, has the AMD thing been playing in chat today? Chat, has the AMD thing been coming up on the stream today? I don't think I've seen it once. Which is a bit worrying. That's not played. Not that I saw. Shit. Why is that not work? Well, I don't know why that's not played. That helps. So, for those of you who don't know, for the month of March, actually going into April now, I'm sponsored with AMD and their brand new 9000 series GPUs with all the new AMD Fluid Motion Frames 2.1, promising up to 2.8 times the FPS at MSFS 2024 with the new GPUs, which is pretty crazy. Pretty ridiculous. So we should have like a banner playing and everything, but for some reason it's not worked. Don't know why. Right, that's loaded into there. Oh, but you're good. Let's go and do this. Tax break for the new GPU. Nice. I had a tax rebate the other day, but I'm pretty sure they're going to ask for it all back, so I'm not spending it. Right, okay then. I think that means we are ready to get back into the aircraft. Let's do it. A seamless transition. Seamless transition. So, we need to do weight and balance. Let's do that first. Wait, why isn't it picking them up? Loading. EINN to EGNV. Ah. Right, fuel. Why has it only got 4, 5? Is this bugged? So we want, how much fuel do we want? We want 8.4. Sorry, yeah, 8.4. But it's not putting it in. Oh no. Yeah, but it's not doing anything. And you should be able to click this and then it does it. Oh, don't tell me we can't do 2 flights in the aircraft. Ah, Grizzle! It's the Grizzlers! Thank you for the raid! That pilot, thank you for the follow. Grizzle, hello! Streamer friends! Thank you for the streamer friends raid. This is something a little bit different to the A350. Just a little bit. Thank you very much indeed for the 67 Grizzlers. Welcome in, friends. And then Older Buffalo with 29 months. Hello. It's back to standard ops now, Grizzle. I'm only streaming in the evenings again. You're a legend. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Older Buffalo, as well. And 29 months. My goodness gracious. Hi. Yeah, we're all right, mate. We're all right. How are you? Thank you very much, my dude. We're a little bit concerned because we're trying to load in some more fuel for a second flight in this aircraft, and it doesn't seem to be working. The evening chewy dinner show, mate. I love it. We're checking out a new add-on that lots of you who used to flight sim in prepared days will remember. Chaseplane camera add-on for MSFS 2020. It's absolutely phenomenal. Finally got flyby and cinematic mode cams and all sorts of customization stuff. It is brilliant. So we're checking that out today. But yeah, we're a little bit stumped right now because unfortunately I can't seem to load in fuel in this aircraft. I'm shit at maths. 2.8 times 3 should be 8.4. That is exactly what we want. But for some reason it won't let me do it. Why? Try unloading. I don't think you can unload it all. What happens if you enable in... We've found a bug. It says that it's finished it, but it's not. It just will not let you load fuel. It just says it's finished, even though it's not. How does this aircraft still have these bugs? It does trigger me. Shall I try and enable GSX and see if GSX will fuel us? The gauges are in pounds, so they're not going to help us. Oh shit, it's not going to find us, is it? Because we're not at a gate. This was a bug with the last build too. I don't know how they've not fixed things like this. I really don't. Because this is like a showstopper that you can't do 2 flights with it. I don't really want to reload the whole freaking airplane. I guess we might have to use the default weight and balance menu, which is a bit crap, but I don't really know what else I can do. So we want 2,800 in each. Hey, Kiki! 37 months! Hello, mate! Hello, hello, how are you? What the heck is that? Mate, I'm the same, don't worry. We're alright. How are you, buddy? Thank you so much for 37 months. Sorry that I'm having a slight faffect here. Just trying to get this to work, but yeah, we'll get there. I think doing it this way has worked quite nicely, actually. Mate, thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot, and I hope you blooming well know it. Welcome back. 37 months. Right, there we go. The default weight and balance menu's worked. So we've now got fuel in, and I can see, yes, these have gone up. Good. Right, we're fine. We're back where we were. Okay, so fuel and balance is loaded in for the second flight. We won't worry about other stuff. That's fine. So, let's go and check the weather, see if we've had a QNH change. No, still 1025. Thank you, mate. You can see the total fuel at the bottom. Yeah, I know that, and this was the thing that wasn't changing. That's how I knew it wasn't working. Because even though I did all of this, this was still saying it like 4,500. But as soon as I did it via the default weight and balance menu, it's fixed it. So yeah. Right, so if I go into flight plan and then go erase, enter, and then go back into here, click this, enter, select, enter, erase, enter. Oh wait, no, maybe not. How do I... Oh god. How do I erase this? I want to go back. No, that's the old flight plan. Oh god. Now we've got to work out how to do this. There is a way where you can do it. Well, we almost went off the end of the runway because of some stupid bug with the aircraft. Try holding the button and restart the FMC. Roger, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Is music playing? Oh, good. Right, let's see if this works. It's a bit more difficult than an A350, isn't it? Right, whilst that's faffing, departure. So we're out via Digan today. The initial climb is 5,000. And we'll be out on the runway heading initially. So 5,000 set there. Oh, look, see, it's still got the old one. No, we're not there. We are at... No. How do I change this? Oh, I can't be bothered to faff with this too much if it's going to be a real pain. Hashtag, maybe? No? Just type it in. I tried, mate. Hey, hello, how you doing? Good to see you, bud. No. Nothing seems to work. The only thing I could click was enter. Oh, well, it's got this, but I'm worried that it's going to have the wrong stuff. If I go back into here... Oh no, it seems to have found us. Okay, alright, well, whatever. Good. So, depart, enter, runway 06 on a Digan 3 Alpha. Select, enter. There we go. So that's in. And then we're arriving, no stars available, but we're going to go in on runway 05. And can I do anything else? Approach. Runway 5. Yeah, that goes into there. Select, enter. So there's the flight. There's the flight plan out. Gas go and then straight in. Nice. So actually, we've got that set up really nicely. And so if I move that back to GPS, that should find it. Hopefully. Yeah, the FMS is very weird. Right, so... Oh, now this is going to be the one that's a pain.
Pre-flight check.
Oh, we can redo it. Nice.
Battery on and APU check.
Cool. Right, chat, very quickly, whilst it goes and does a quick pre-flight check, I am desperate for a pee, so I'm just going to be right back. I'll be back in a moment.
Engine 2. Engine 3. APU bleed open. All packs open. Packs trip off warnings tested. Fuel dump switches closed. Fuel dump valve intersit lights tested. Fuel dump nozzle intersit lights tested. Fire bell test completed. Annunciator panel tested. Gyro nav and compass source set to normal. Main panel lights check. Throttle warning horn tested. Fire bottle transfer switch set to left. Pre-flight checks complete.
Right. Have I missed anything? I don't think so. Good. It's done the pre-flight check, so let's do the before start checks.
Altimeter is set to 1,
So
0,
beacons
2,
on,
5.
navs on.
Nav beacon and logo light set.
Now I don't want it to. My only thing is it going to start GSX? I hope it's not, because I don't want GSX to start. Because we're just going to taxi straight out.
Departure briefing complete.
We are going to have to backtrack, but that's fine.
Alternate flaps off. Stall warning tested.
Right,
Engine
speeds are
brake
set.
anti-ice off. Flight control shutoffs on.
Good. Anybody still there? Nobody's chatting. Are we all still here? Or are we all buggered off to bed? Oh,
Ground proximity warning system.
oh, we're here. Okay, just check. I'm just checking you're still with me. Just checking.
Airspeed warning check. Yaw dampers on.
So 3.2.
Throttle warning horn test.
Just checking you're all still here and I'm not boring you all to death too much.
Trim tested and set.
Right, airport elevation is 120.
Flight director check. Boost pumps one on. Hydraulic pump one is on.
I'm intrigued to see if it actually flies this departure okay.
Flight recorder check.
Oh god. Oh, it's really messed that
Power
up.
check.
Ugh, what's that?
Hydraulic pumps on. Rudder power check.
Why has it got
on.
2 for departure?
Radio master is on. Chocks
We did
calm.
runway
Spares
06.
disconnected. Before start checks complete.
That's... Okay, well, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. No, it helps with oil spills. Hence oil spill response. Right, packs off. Fuel pumps are on. APU still on. So we can go and start up the engines. Oops. Go and get the engine started nice and quickly and get ourselves back airborne. Amazing. Is the call sign on the overlay correct? Correct. No, it's not. I messed up. I thought I fixed. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Fixed. Fix it. Yeah, just a quick fuel stop. Okay, starting engine number 1. Oh, I need to put the fuel in. Yeah, so you can actually do the oil spill thing. Like, you can literally, they've even modeled it. So you can do oil spill response stuff. They've got like a whole thing on their website where you can like learn how to do it properly. So maybe in the future we'll do that, because I think that'd be pretty cool. And if you have a look at the back, you can see the spray boom spray thing. Okay, third and last engine. Oops. In goes the fuel. Oh, excuse my yawning. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how this thing flies the departure. Could be interesting. I'm also intrigued to see what it does with the rotation again, whether that's going to work. Because that was quite scary when it didn't. Okay, 3 good engine starts there. So, probe heat's on there. Auto brakes set, that's all good. Max, that can come there. Close these, close those. Sorry that it's doing that. That's just how it is. Make sure all those are good. And then we'll do the after start checks. Perhaps 5. Is this a 727? You're most certainly correct. It is. Yep. The oil spill response 727. Looks like it's bolted on by a child. Is that the Sam Chewy video by any chance? Oh no, it's the Mogadishu one. It was one of the two. I mean, that thing is just ridiculous. Ridiculous, that one.
Window heat on. Euro nav and compass source set to normal. Alternate flaps on.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Speedbird. He's got some balls too, yeah, just a bit.
Flight control shutoffs on.
I wonder if it's something to do with the flight control shutoffs.
Comparators checked.
I've never heard of that before. Flight control shutoff. Is that maybe what...
Ground proximity warning system checked.
I don't know.
Flight instruments all on one. Airspeed warning checked.
I really don't know.
Yaw damper
Excuse my yawning chat, I'm so sorry.
Spoilers to 10. Flight director checked. After start checks complete.
Right, let's go. Let's do this. So, taxi light. Off we go. Yeah, you can't even begin to imagine that at Heathrow, can you? What, with Chaseplane, Braid? Yes. In the group section. What have I done now? Yeah, it's all in groups.
Taxi checks. Taxi lights are on. Flaps 5. EPR is set to 1 decimal 9 or 8. Trim is set to 0 decimal 1 2. Probe heat
I
on.
wonder if there's something to do with the trim or I don't know what. We'll see what happens with the takeoff.
Taxi checks complete.
Right, cool. So we're gonna taxi on Alpha, backtrack runway 06. Oh. That looks so cool. Okay, go and turn all of this on. And then we'll line up. Well, backtrack first, I guess. Some proper plane spotting views, the flyby on the ground. Yeah, it really does look it, doesn't it? You're not wrong. You can like change like the head movements, like the anticipation and things like that as well. It's very good. Very good.
Before takeoff, check started. Auto brakes set to RTO. Ignition set to continuous. Essential power on Gen 3. Anti-skid is on. Strobe lights on. Landing lights on. Taxi lights off. Transponder on. APU off. Boost pump all on. Cross feed number 2 open. Oil cooler off.
The controls seem to be working okay, so we'll see what happens with the takeoff
Air
roll.
conditioning check and set. Pack trip normal. Pressure switch on flight mode. Before takeoff, checks complete.
Have I gone the right way? Oh no, I need to go this way. Look at that, love it. Oh, not doing very well there. Yeah, those views are the best. The flyby views on the ground look insane. Come on, keep going. Hello? Lost all momentum. I'm really worried about the takeoff roll, but we'll see what happens. I had to do it in that view. Right, let's go. Okay, takeoff thrust is set.
80 knots.
I hope this thing rotates. Yeah, Kevin, that's a good idea.
V1 rotate.
It's doing it again. I'm full backstick. What the fuck? FSS.
Rotate.
Woo! There's something really wrong with the rotation logic. But that looks sick. Right, we actually need to fly. I don't know what's going on with the flight plan. I'm a little bit worried about that. Right. Okay, let's reduce this a bit. And then we'll start to fly towards that. And then we'll bring the nose down. Flaps one. Flaps. Thank you. Flaps up. Right, let's see if it does it. So VOR lock, so it's captured the direct to Digma. 250 knots and climbing. Hey, I think we've actually done it. I don't know where the hell it's done a direct to. Where the hell did I do a direct to? Oh shit, I might have done a complete wrong direct. I think I've done a... Oh, shit, I've done a direct all the way over to Digma, all the way over there. Whoops. How the hell did I manage to... Oh, I see how I've done that. Right, what if I go direct to WTP? Can I do that? Enter. I don't know if that'll work now. We'll see. Yeah, we're climbing at 250. Right, okay, so... Rate of climb's looking good. We'll go and set a standard. We'll go and do the after takeoff checks on here.
After takeoff checks. Ignition set to off. Landing lights off. Landing gear off. Hydraulic system and pump horn is off. After
That was much better than our
checks.
first takeoff in this, wasn't it? I've got no idea what's going on with the rotation logic and why that's so broken. Really annoying though. Right, so let's see. Are we now going... Yeah, so we're going direct to Whiskey Tango Papa. So we'll see if it follows the flight plan after that. Hopefully it will. But that was much better, wasn't it? Hey. Right, there's 10,000 feet, so lights off. All looking good back there by the looks of things. Yep, we're pressurizing. Hey, Syrian, thank you for 30 months. Thank you, bud. Hello, hello. What a legend. Thank you so much for the 30-month sub, you beauty. I hope you're well, mate. Right, I'm going to go back into vertical speed hold. Bring that down. Chewy, hi. Hello, mate. How are you? And then we'll increase the speed for the climb. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you a lot. Checking out Chaseplane for the first time today in MSFS, which is very exciting. Doing some 727 ops as well with the latest 727 update from FSS. Still got some things that need fixing in it, but it's definitely improving. Right, let's get that rate of climb all the way down so that we can accelerate. Yes, this has gone much better than that first departure. So that's very good. Right, good. So speed's coming up now. I think for the rate of, like, the climb power that we've put in, we're doing all right. I don't know what's a good climb power to set, really. I'm going to go for about 1.8 EPA. Oh, shit. Let's go back into IAS hold now. So IAS hold. Oh, my God. Look at the climb rate. Ha ha ha. Cool, so we're climbing at like 290 knots. And I think it's done an okay job with the direct as well. I'm hoping that it's going direct to Whiskey Tango Papa. That's what I asked it to do. See you later, Love Airways. Thanks so much, mate. So there we are. On our way. To do with the co-pilot. It rotated when the co-pilot called rotate. Yeah. Really weird. But it said rotate at a completely wrong speed. It's like the flight controls were locked until then. But yeah, well spotted with that. It could well have been something like that that's doing it. Very weird. Very weird. Miles to Budapest, there it is. Right, back to some more cinematic views then. And we're on our way to Teesside. Coffee side. It would be better, wouldn't it? It would be better. Underpowered 727. This thing's an absolute beast. What do you mean underpowered? It's an absolute monster. I'm only at like 1.8-ish EPA and we're climbing at over 2,500 feet per minute at almost 300 knots. This is way more powerful than the 737. Way more. Trying to get the power rating to stay stable is always interesting. Bang a song, yeah, right? You feel like you're in year 3 again. When did this song release? Yeah, well, it's relatively close to it, Kiki. If you've got it in P3D, you'll feel familiar with it pretty quickly. Yeah, you'll feel pretty comfortable with it pretty quickly, I think, if you've got it in P3D. I certainly have. Yeah, I certainly have. Right, this is looking positive that we're looking nicely inbound for Whiskey Tango Papa, so this is great. Hopefully, we're all sorted then. Is it an external program or is it internal? No, you don't need to open up anything. It just installs into the sim and then it just shows here as like a tab. So you can have it in the toolbar and then do what you want with it. Bloody brilliant. Really is. So there you go. Go on to the flyby view now. Just got a key command to set me into the world view tab and that's what's set up there. So nice. Back into the Intel views. Yeah, it's lovely. And then, of course, cinematics. Got a keybind for cinematic view as well. So, yeah, just works. Just works. It's familiar if you've got it for P3D, but it's also new and there's lots to delve into. So yeah, it's bloody brilliant. It really is. It's one of those that you don't know what you're missing until you got it. This is literally what I said earlier on the live stream. Like, I was a daily Chaseplane user. Every single day in P3D for years and years and years and years and years, I would use Chaseplane. And then obviously because we've not had any other option than the default MSFS camera system, you kind of just get used to that. And like, you know, like I've been perfectly fine with the default camera system and I've just kind of just used it, been fine with it. But now that I'm using Chaseplane again in MSFS, I realize just how much I've missed it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like when the 777 released for MSFS and I hadn't flown it for ages and I was like, oh, I've actually really missed the 777. So yeah, you don't realize how much you've missed it until it's back again. But now that we've got it back again, oh my god. So we just desperately need it in 2024 now. Oh, nice politics. Enjoy, mate. Absolutely. I remember we went from EasyDock to Chaseplane. It was like going from the Stone Ages to the 21st century, yeah. It feels very familiar if you've already tried Chaseplane before, but it's also got some really cool new stuff packed into it as well. Yeah, we did it earlier on. Oh, by Coldplay. We did it earlier. We can do it again. We can do it again. We did it earlier. It's not a very long flight, this. That's the only thing. But yeah, we did it earlier. I've been really happy with how we've flown this second sector so far with the climb. It's been much more smooth than the first one. Beautiful. Yeah, EasyDock is a huge throwback, right? Used to see the 77 flying over Sheffield. Yeah, when it was at Doncaster. It's such a shame. I think they're based out of Southend now. Somebody was saying earlier. Yeah, based out of Southend now. The clicking sound when you changed camera view. I don't know if I remember that. DSA is coming back in 2026. Is it? Oh, interesting. Why is it reopening? Was hoping we'd get them at HUI when DSA closed, but realistically it's just too small. Ah, I see. Yeah. It's been bought by München Airports Group. Oh. We learn something new every day, I guess. Right, 1,000 feet to go. We're still climbing at like 1,300 feet per minute. So it certainly climbs well, this, I think. No worries, Mr. Speedbird. Thank you, mate. Right winds from the right, but nothing massive. Cool. It was actually a little high, so maybe something to keep in mind. Cool. Thank you, mate. Thank you, thank you. I think it's done absolutely perfectly on the flight plan that I wanted it to do. Great. Perfect, perfect. So we're following the route nicely. Right, there's Alton Green. So we captured 29,000. And then we want to go into Mach decimal 80 and do auto throttle engage. And there we go. We're at cruise. Just like that. Just like that. We are at cruise. Easy peasy. It's not a very long flight this, so we'll get some stuff prepped for the arrival pretty early. Nice, Kiki. Oh, we've all done it. We've all done it. We've all done it. So if I go back into nav, yeah, there we go. WTP to Dublin. Perfect. Brilliant. So let's work out the arrival then, just so that we've got it. So we're going to do an ILS for an ILS 05. So if we say, oh God. Oh yes, Don Waldy, absolutely. Love the 727, but in terms of trijets, I do prefer the MD-11. This thing is just such retro history. I can tell, like, not that many people are keen on watching it on the stream, but I have a great time whenever I fly this thing. It's so much fun. So I hope you folks are enjoying watching me fly it, because I'm having a ball of a time. I don't know how many miles it is from Glasgow to landing. I want to kind of aim for a particular altitude at Glasgow. I think maybe 3,000 feet at Glasgow is probably a safe bet. So if we are at 29 minus the 3, that's 26 times 3, 78. Let's call it about 90 miles before Glasgow, I think. Glasgow's about 25, what? 25 miles out from landing? Or do we know if the PAC 727 will be an about? Oh, I don't know actually, Matt. That's a good question. Oh yeah, it's 30 miles from Glasgow. So if we were at 3,000 feet, we'd be pretty freaking early, wouldn't we? You couldn't really get a sense for the scale there. Because that doesn't look too far out, does it? So that's 25. Wait, if I get rid of that. Oh, wait, that says 25 nautical miles. Right, well, so what should we be at Glasgow then? Should we say 6,000 and play it safe? What's the MSA? 3,200, so we're fine. I might just place it in the middle and say 6,000 at Glasgow. I think, just in case. So that's 20 times 3 plus 10 is 70. So 70 miles before Glasgow. So it's -5 to Abcat. -3 to Idcol. It's 40 miles before Pole Hill. 17, so 23 miles before Croft. That's 8. So 15 miles before College. So pretty much exactly overhead Guntu is top of descent. Yeah, Guntu is top of descent. And hopefully that should work out quite nicely. So there we go. Cool. Well, that works nicely for me. It's not going to take us too long to get there. Top of descent is literally as we make almost landfall over England. Alpine, hello, my friend. Welcome back. You join us cruising our way across to Teesside now. The second and last flight of the day. I've got no idea what time we're going to be landing. I don't think it'll be too long, though. Good. Good evening, Cilia's over on the YouTube. Sorry, mate, I didn't see your message there. My apologies. My chat app's been having a bit of a weird one today. Good to see you, mate. Hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. We'll do some private ops with the PAX version and definitely get doing Innsbruck. Oh yeah, M-Star with into Innsbruck. They did that in real life. There is a livery for that now, but I kind of want to wait to fly that when the PAX version comes out. Hopefully somebody will do the repaint. Did it take you long to get your head around this thing? The 727, yeah, it did. But luckily, because I flew it quite a lot in X-Plane, that helped. And you can do quite a lot of automation with the auto crew manager thing. That does help. There's still quite a lot that you need to do, but yeah. Oh, is Twitch chat down? It's now saying connecting to chat. Weird. And having not flown the 727 for a while as well, and just flying the A350 recently, it's taken me a while to get back into it. We're going to be back in MSFS 2024 tomorrow, though, and we're going to be doing some A319 ops for the Brazil World update tomorrow. So that's going to be good fun. Yeah, chat reconnect too? Yeah, it seems to be fine now. To be alright, doesn't it? It's following the flight plan absolutely beautifully, so I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. You look at me. Oh, we've actually got a bit of a headwind on this route. Yeah, the tailwind going across to Shannon. St. Patrick's Day flight into Ireland. I don't know if I've ever been to Teesside before. There's more than I can give to you. Yeah, I think Glasgow's fair for 6,000. I think that's a pretty good... I mean, you could say that Glasgow at 10,000. Is ETA not available? It's just that I've not put one in because I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if the CDU would tell us anywhere. Because that only says 25 nautical miles, but this says 30. Anyway, oh right, I need to put in the ILS 108.5. That's a nice easy change on there. And the inbound course is 048. I still think Glasgow at 6,000, even if we just level off at 6,000 for ages. We'll see. Hopefully we'll be in range of the glide slope pretty early, so yeah. I'm not sure, but I think you did these sets of flights when the 727 came out. No, we didn't. No, we did Cardiff to Shannon and then to Humberside. I made sure to check that we were doing different ones. Similar, but not quite the same. I had a look on Volanta earlier. Yeah, so we did Cardiff to Shannon. And then we did Shannon to Humberside. And today we've done Southend to Shannon. And then Shannon to Teesside, not Humberside. So slightly different. Similar, but slightly different. We did this one in X-Plane. Nah, don't. I had to check it as well, Don, to make sure that I knew. Right, we said top of the set was over Gun 2, wasn't it? So 11, so that's about 25, 38, 48, 55. What? So about 65 or so nautical miles to the top of the descent? So it's not far to go at all. Not far to go at all. Beautiful. I don't know what I think about this FMS. It's cool to use, but it's also an absolute faff. I do quite like it. I do quite like it. I've honestly got no idea what our ETA is. The flight time was meant to be about 55 minutes. I don't know what time we took off. Took off at 21. So I reckon by about 1:15, about 21:15. I'll put that at the top, shall I? I reckon about 21:15. Tune reminds me of Fallout. I haven't played Fallout, actually. Yeah, I haven't played it. Right, is there anything else we need to do for the arrival? Yeah, so minimum set, landing altitude set, ILS is set. We need to do the course, but it might automatically do it for us. I think we're pretty good, actually. We're just waiting for top of descent. So we'll do some more cinematics. Why not, eh? Some more lovely cinematics. Just gonna put that there. Hey, Eppa, thank you for the raid! 15 of you! Thank you very much. It's an Eppa raid! How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much. I very much appreciate that indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you are well. Welcome, Raiders. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good stream, mate. How you doing? How you doing? You join us enjoying cinematic camera mode, which is very exciting. Hope you had a good stream, mate. Thank you, bud. That's like my #1 shot, that view right there. I don't know if you can change the zoom level on cinematics. It would be very cool if you could. Ah, God Atom, 64 months. Thank you very much. You used to be able to in P3D. Do I like the band Train? I don't really listen to them out of choice much. God Atom, thank you, 64. Welcome back, matey. Thank you so much. Cheers, bud. I hope you're having a good Monday. Gently, oh God. Soak in a warm bath. Oh my God. I'd send it straight back if it had that kind of rubbish on it. Right, so is Digma the final waypoint before Guntu? Yes, it is. Right, so we're almost at the top of descent. So I need to go and reset altitude. So I'm going to put this all the way down to 2,000 feet for glide slope intercept. We're just going to go straight all the way down. Oh, for the love of flying, you used to fly this thing IRL. Oh God, please don't judge my lack of skill with it. Please. Please do not judge me. I am by no means an expert in the 727, but boy, do I love it. Oh, nice prospect. Sunflight, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Thank you, mate. Does Chaseplane act like P3D days? It's very similar. It's got some really cool new additions to it, but if you used it in P3D, Adam, then you'll be familiar with it, mate. Yeah, for sure. Oh, you flew the OSRL ones? Oh, God. Oh, well, you really must judge me right now because we're doing something criminal, I've been informed earlier on. we will have ripped the boom off the back with the speed that we're doing. So don't judge me. Oh, Kenya Airways. Nice, Miku. Love it. So we've got about 24 miles till top of descent. What's our ground speed? 450. What's about 2,200 or so feet per minute descent rate? Should hopefully work out for our rough planning purposes. I'm just hoping that we're going to get it correct. So they've actually modelled it where you can do the spray system, and there's documentation on it on the FSS website. So you can go and do it. So where is it? Oil spill response. I don't like the shitty AI picture that they've put up. But yeah, look, you can go and find out how they did it. It's really cool. So I want to go and have a look at this and actually give it a try sometime and do things correctly. See if I can try and learn how to do it properly. I just want to check. I feel like the AMD thing's not come through at all today. I'm a bit concerned about it. Let's test. Just test that to see if that works. Test overlay success. Why is it not showing that? I've honestly got no idea. I'm trying to work out why this AMD sponsorship stuff isn't working properly today. And I've got no idea why. It should be. I might have to email them and just say, because I've done a whole stream today and been here to advertise it and it's not worked. Anyway. Right, Gun 2 is top of descent, so 7 miles. So to be honest with you, let's get it kicked off now. Yeah, Sunflight, we're in the 727. That is correct, mate. So if I go back and select that and then go vertical speed and then kick it off, we are now descending. So 2,000 feet without selecting red. And then we're on our way down. So just monitoring the vertical speed display. There we go. We're sitting about 2,000 feet per minute or so. Cool. Down we go. Yeah, sorry, chat. I'm just trying to have. I've got a sponsor campaign with AMD for this month, but for some reason the overlay thing for it's not worked today, and I've got no idea why. So none of the adverts or anything have played for it today. You can still do an exclamation about AMD in the chat and check out the link though if you guys want to have a look. Flight plan. So we're flying today from Shannon to Teesside. We're doing some real world oil spill response routing. Here you go. So this aircraft did this. When did it do it? Oh, on the 14th of Feb. So just over a month ago it did this flight. So yeah, we're flying Shannon to Teesside and we've just kicked off our descent. So if you want to see where we are in the sim, we're just over the coast of the UK. We've literally just made landfall of England. And we're in our descent already. How are you today, Schneider? Hope you're well, my dude. We actually haven't had a look at the weather into thingy yet. We should have a look. Landing predictions. We'll do that when we're a little bit closer because still got a little while to go before landing, haven't we? So, EGNV. The wind's 100 degrees at 5 knots. Cav OK. Temperature 2. Dew point -1. The QNH is 1031. Holy moly. Wow. I'm hoping that I've planned this descent correctly. I really am. I'm worried that if I've got it correct. But we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm not going to cheat it. Hope the move went well on your side. Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. So we're turning over the top of Manchester now. I need to edit this view because I think what I've done with this view is I've got it so that it's on a horizon gimbal. There we go. I don't want that. But I also then need to change this so that it's like a mounted view. So it's not going to be like, it's not got the vibrations or anything. Is it that? Yeah, that. There we go. Airflow vibrations. Look at all the customization you can do. It's just crazy. And then if I go to left wing view and turn off the horizon gimbal as well, we don't want that. Cool. There we go. Nice. Oh shit, I just clicked X off Chaseplane. Has that killed it? Or is it still... No, it still works. Trying to minimize it. There we go. Cool, so descending at 2,000 feet per minute. Hopefully we've planned this correctly. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's a lovely day to fly. It's just cold. Gamers don't shower, lol. Tower view, yeah, you can do tower view as well. I don't know if we'll see much. Ooh, I don't like that. No, let's not do that. That sounds like a dangerous combination to try and do at this altitude and everything. What's a shower, Kappa? Kappa! I feel like we might have descended too early. I'm getting those kind of like thoughts in your mind now where you're like, have I done this too early? We'll see. Right, let's turn the music off because we've not got far to go. And let's do landing predictions now. Don't forget. So will I land heavier than 250 feet per minute? The first one was... How long is the runway actually? I've not set up auto brake. The runway is 2,300 meters. Let's go auto brake medium. Ah, Captain Paola! Hello! 96 months. Goodness gracious. How are you? I feel like that's been ages since I've seen you, mate. How you doing? When were you last here? Shh. No idea what you mean. Thank you, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, just about a month or so, mate. It's really good to see you again. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. We are all doing well here, mate. How are you? I definitely didn't forget. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Right, how many miles have we got? So, come on. That's 22. Actually, we're about smack bang on for 6,000 at Gazco. We've got about 30 miles and we've got about 9,000 feet. So I'd say we're looking pretty good. I reckon we can probably bring that rate of descent down a little bit. Thank you very much, matey. Absolute pleasure to have you back. What the hell? Scratched by a guy on angel dust. Oh my goodness. Yeah, tetanus shot. Lovely. Just what you want. I bought a big bottle of soap in Tesco last week and I only realised when I got home it's cucumber based. Now I smell of cucumbers. I mean, there are much worse things in life to smell of than cucumbers though. Much worse things in life. Oh, these views are gorgeous. Look at this. Just beautiful. Carried by you and 2 cops into the ER. Lovely. Isn't that the kind of thing that in some countries people would sue for? Smell like garlic and onions all day? Oh yeah. No thanks. I do not miss food tech or anything at school. Such a faff. Right. I'd say we're looking alright. I'm just kind of eyeballing the descent at the moment, to be honest with you. We'll start to reduce for 250 below 10 soon. Proper old school cockpit. You know it, Dean. We've been flying the A350 for ages and we've gone like the polar opposite today. The absolute complete polar opposite. But that's part of the fun of flight sim. 1 minute you can be in an A350, the next you can be in a 727. Absolutely love it. Is there like a VOR at Teesside that can help me get some track mileage? There's an NDB, that ain't going to help me. Yeah, maybe not. Right, let's reduce our rate of descent so that we can slow down. Although it's actually almost put us at 250 knots anyway. And then we need to do the Q&H, which is 1031. If I just press B. Let's just go and double check it. Yeah, Q&H 1031. Okay, right, we'll keep the descent going. And then we'll get this guy to do his approach check stuff.
Approach checks. Nav beacon and logo light set. Brake pressure check. Altimeter is set to 1029.
No, that's not what I want it set to. I want it set to 1031.
Boost pumps all on. Cross speed number 2 open.
No, we're in 2020. Look, it says down below my massive head. Down there, in big text.
Hydraulic pumps all on. Approach checks complete.
A Sunflight, we're not on VATSIM, no. Right, we said about 6,000 at Glasgow, didn't we? Gasco. We're not that far off, considering. And I think we're fine with the track mileage that we've got. So I'm quite happy with this. We might be a touch high, but nothing that we can't bring back. To be honest with you, we probably could go IAS hold now. If we've only got 30 miles to run, as this says, yeah, see, 25 miles. So now I'd say for 25 miles, we may be a bit high. And what I want to do is go heading select shortly. Get the ILS ready. So let's switch to turn knob and then go heading select, and then we'll switch this to the ILS. Okay, so the localizer's alive. I don't know if we've got a glide slope though. 048 set, so that's all good.
Glide slope alive.
Glide slope is alive. Oh, look at that! Yes, please! We're just below it. Right, so if I arm that, there we go, VOR lock. And we'll go vertical speed, bring our rate of descent down, and we're below the glide slope. Holy shit. Right, let's start to slow down as well. Look at that! Spot on, a dot below. So we've got a great chance to slow down now. Well, okay. I mean, I'm going to claim that that was all skill, but I'm pretty sure it was just luck. The only thing is that we need to slow down now. Touch the speed brake to help. Flaps one. That's alright. I think that'll be the horn pull out. Right, look, VOR glide slope. We're established on the ILS. Holy shit. I'll take that. Go around altitude 2,500. Ah, sorry for the zoom thing. Got no idea where the runway is. Right, flat 5 speed limit is 230 knots. Oh my god, that timing's unreal. Holy moly. 290 of you. You've just missed the most perfect CDA in a 727. All of you getting timed out. Chats, don't spam all the emotes like that, like crazy. I can't handle the craziness of jet. Right, what's the flat 15 speed limit? We're fine. Hello, welcome all. Welcome in. Good to see you. You join us flying to Teesside. You know what? Speed's actually fine where we are. Welcome. Everybody's getting rep. We're checking out. Look, for all of you tuning in, look what's back in MSFS. Cinematic mode. Look, cinematic mode is here. One of those nights tonight with a sim. Oh. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Jamie viewers. Bloody good to see you all. I hope we're all well. You join us. We're doing our first flights for like 3 weeks outside of the A350. And we've given ourselves a real test because we're flying the 727. So we've gone from, you know, the most modern day airliner with all the complexities of the A350 to the 727 of all things. And we're checking out Chaseplane as well in MSFS, which is very exciting. Very freaking exciting. So we're making our way into Teesside, sorry, at the moment. We're making our way into Teesside. We're just on final approach with about 11 miles to run. And somehow, by obvious very good skill and not complete luck, we've landed ourselves with a perfect CDA right smack onto the glide slope. So welcome in, everybody. You've timed it perfectly. We've also tried out the new Garmin system, or the GNS system. Right, 1,000 feet to go is checked, but that's because we've got the go around altitude set. Thank you for the follow, Dragonhead. Welcome in, buddy. But yeah, it's back. And look, we've even got flyby mode. Well, let's see. Wait, actually, if I go into here and do this, will it work? Is that the best way to do it? That's drone cam. Do it like that. Flyby mode. Haven't we all missed this? So yeah, it's back. Right, I am going to pause those alerts. So let's see how we do. We did all right with the first landing in this aircraft, considering all we've flown is the A350 for a while. Simon, how you doing, mate, as well? Good to see you. Right, let's go. Gear down, flaps 15. It's getting a bit windy. 6 miles to run, so speed can come back towards 160. Just in time for landing. Absolutely, mate. I'm really hoping I don't mess this one up. Landing predictions were done during the descent. Okay, flaps 30 then. What an approach! Please slam. Yeah, it probably will be knowing me. Right, let's go and get the crew manager guy to do his landing checks.
Landing checks. Flaps 30. Ignition set to continuous. Anti-skid is on. Landing checks complete.
Lovely. Oh, I love it. Right, okay then. We're at 1,000 feet, so let's disconnect the auto throttle. Disconnect the autopilot. Here we go. Wish me luck. Let's get rid of the flight director as well. Yeah, I hope you had an alright stream, Jamie. I hope you had a lovely weekend as well, mate. I hope the event went well. I was sad that I wasn't there. But I hope you had a good time. Auto throttling a 727 is sacrilege. I think it's a real world thing. Some of them do have them. It just makes your life a little bit easier in amongst the 8 million other things that you've got to manage in this aircraft. Not a long runway, is it? Looking nice and stable so far. So that always means that you mess everything up once you touch down.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. I don't know what I think about the touchdown effect. I feel like the touchdown effect might be too aggressive in Chaseplane. Because that felt fine to me, but everybody's like, ouch, ouch, ouch. And I think that's more so the Chaseplane effect. Right, auto brakes disengaged. Forward idle. I almost want to go and have a look and see what the touchdown rate was straight away. Oh, it was. Okay, it was maybe a bit of an ouch. It was a 329. That, well, I don't know. 329. I thought that felt like a better landing than the first one. Anyway, all the same, we're down. Welcome to Teesside. Welcome, welcome, welcome down. We'll turn around at the end and we'll make our way in. 329 a slammer. If 329 is a slammer, holy shit. Real world pilots must absolutely suck at the majority of landings that they ever do. Since when was chewy butter a thing? It got added a few weeks ago now. Yeah, if 329 is a slammer, then holy shit. People's expectations are a little bit out the ordinary, I'd say, for that. Oh, backtrack. Haven't you had a butter emote before? Nope. No, first time. Do you use the Honeycomb Bravo throttle? No, I'm sponsored with Thrustmaster, so I use their hardware. I mean, in real world, you wouldn't even get like a printout, you know, unless you were like above 600 feet per minute or so. Right. Okay. Anyway, there we go. We are in. Fly with Scoot. Thanks for the follow, mate. Thank you.
After landing checks. Brake pressure check.
Yeah, yeah. You had chewy float.
Pressure
Right, so we are going to backtrack and then we'll exit at Bravo. Oh, we probably could have gone Alpha and across there, but that's fine. We'll vacate at Bravo and then in.
Flaps up. Spoilers down.
So this is just freeware scenery for T-side. Or is it the pay where fly X sim? I can't remember. I need to have a look.
AC on APU. APU master on.
That was very good fun, though. I thoroughly enjoyed those flights. Even though I'm already missing the A350, it was nice just to fly something a bit different and try and keep our piloting proficiency skills up with, you know, managing the descent rate and everything like that. And obviously with it being such a less automated aircraft over the A350. So very good fun. And it was just brilliant to check it out with Chaseplane as well. Oh, we can do the tower view as well. Look at that though, that looks cool. Where's the tower view? There you go. Tower view's back for all of you who wanted that for so long. Tower view is back. Is that really where the tower is? Oh, I feel, yeah, the tower view plus about, oh God, the tower view plus about super duper crazy height. We'll just go and park it here on stand 2. Hope you're well, Mo. Good to see you. Yeah, I can't remember if this is freeware or Fly X scenery. It's bloody good. I don't think I've flown here before. Very nice though. How do you switch between Chaseplane categories? I've just got a keybind for it. And then you can just switch between these like this. So you can switch, there's all sorts you can do. Right, that'll do. Hey Mo, thank you, 58 months. Hello matey, thank you bud. You are indeed. I'm afraid to say you are a tad late. We are just finishing up. We are just finishing up. But it was a good evening of streaming, so definitely watch the replay. Mate, thank you so much. 58 months is a heck of a long time. Right, APU's on. Do you have to open that menu every time? No. So like I'm in the internal camera preset right now, so if I wanted to go and have to the outside, the external preset, then I just click a keybind that I've got, and then I can cycle through the views. Or you can set individual keybinds for them as well. So like a lot, you know, some of these I haven't set up, but like this is like these wing views are just on another keybind on my number pad, so I can like quick set to those. And then I can go back into the internal camera and I've got keybinds for some set views that I've done here. Or I can go and switch through loads of them that are already pre-built in. This kind of stuff, you know, and then I can go back here, back to my views that I've already set. So you can see I've got like number pad 1, number pad 2 for all of these. Drone cam, so I can just click insert and go to like nearest parking view it's gone to. If I want, I'll go back to drone view or flyby view. It's gone like a weird one there because obviously we stopped tower view again. You know, all of these things. So there's loads. There's honestly loads. You are not short of choice. There's so much that you can do with Chaseplane. We had a good look at it at the start of the stream, but yeah, there's loads. Right. Okay. So we have shut down the engines. There we are. So yeah, the landing rate. Well, it says that it was worse than the first one. It was a 1.21 G-force, 329 landing rate. But look at that. We are smack bang on the markers. And on the center line as well. So I mean, I'm quite happy with that. I'm surprised that the landing rate was as heavy as it was. It felt like a greaser. 52-minute flight time, 1 hour, 2-minute block. Yeah, nothing wrong with a 1.2 G-force landing. But unfortunately, it was over 250 FPM. So the points will have to go. So... yeah, 78% of people said it would be above 250 FPM. So you have got the points. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, 600 FPM or 2 Gs is the general limit. Yeah, we're nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Right, I've not probably shut down the aircraft or anything like that. we've just kind of faffed with a few things here. Oh, that's interesting. I've turned the beacon off and it's done GSX for some reason. Yeah, I've not really properly shut down the aircraft, but there it is. If I go to here and then do this, there we go. Now we're in drone cam mode. Do you know how to reverse on Xbox controller axis? No, I'm afraid I don't, mate. Sorry. Even though I've not actually done any GS, I don't know why it's got GSX deboarding because we're oil spill response, but hey, it seems to have got GSX automatically integrated, so whatever. We'll just pretend that there's stuff there. But there we are. Welcome down, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that. Actually, you know what? It just looks so weird with GSX with an oil spill response. I'm just going to reset the position. There we go. I don't want GSX there. I'm going to turn it off. Cool. Right. Wow. Goodness gracious. What a stream. Thank you so much, folks. I am going to finish up there for today, but that was very, very, very good fun. So if you missed the first flight, we flew out of Southend all the way across the Shannon for St. Patrick's Day for our first flight in the 727 in a long while. And now we've just completed the second flight out of Shannon again and across to Teesside for our first approach into here. And all very good fun. A big difference from the A350, but a fun difference. It's nice to fly something else after just flying the A350 for a while. What are they normally carrying? Well, they have some sort of like crazy... I don't know why it's doing GSX again. I've just told GSX to bugger off. Oh, well. They carry... I don't know exactly what the liquid is, but it's some sort of chemical so that if there's an oil spillage out in the sea, then they spray this kind of crazy chemical all over it that helps disperse and break down all the oil and prevents like a fire and stuff. So yeah. So there we go. Yeah. So that's what they do. I don't know why it's got GSX again, but whatever. It's just so nice having these set views. It's so good. Right, that is going to finish it for me for today, folks. Thank you again to all of you for coming in to support the stream today. I know the 727 is quite niche, so it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I hope those of you who were here did enjoy it, and I really appreciate you all watching. So thank you very much indeed for tuning in, whether you've been here on the Twitch, on the TikTok, or on the YouTube. It's really triggering me, this whole GSX thing for this. Go away. If I restart Coartal, will that tell it to bugger off? Yeah. So thank you all so much. Tomorrow we're going to be back in MSFS 2024. So no Chaseplane tomorrow, but we're going to be in the Phoenix and we're going to be doing some A319 flying around the new Brazil World Update. So World Update 19 released last week for MSFS 2020 and 2024. And so we're going to be in MSFS 2024 Phoenix A319 doing some flights around Rio and Sao Paulo area in MSFS 2024. All right, so that'll be tomorrow evening stream. But that's it for now. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Appreciate the raids that came in from Grizzle, Eppa, and Jamie as well. All the subs and everything that's come through today as well. You folks have been awesome. So thank you, everyone. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for more flying fun. Have a great rest of your Monday, folks. Good night, all. Happy landing.